It's currently 1:22 and we're here at Elmers Station, walking through this way so you can see the time. So what we're going to be doing is walking from Elmers Station all the way to Woolwich. We might have to do this over two parts because, when I say two parts, I mean 2 days, because it might get a bit dark by the time we get to a certain point. And we'll walk through the train station so you guys can also see the time. But by the time it gets to, I reckon it'll take maybe 3 hours to complete the journey, all in all. So we might have to do part of it tomorrow. I reckon we'll get to at least Charlton before we have to call it a day. And plus, since I'm filming with my phone, the battery might run out. But I'll carry on once we get to the bus station. And then when we get to the bus station, we can start a journey. Also, I don't have any Wi-Fi or data, so if I find like a cafe or restaurant, a fast food restaurant that has free Wi-Fi, I'll use that to update on this journey so far. But right now, I'm not sure if there's time in here. The bus station's right on the opposite side. I just realised there was a machine I could have looked at, but here, this is 1:24, so it's taken 2 minutes just to walk from here to here, but we'll restart the video from the bus station when we get there. So starting the video, we made it here from Elmers bus station, and so what we're going to be doing is walking here from Elmers bus station all the way until it was Elmers interchange. We've got the tram stop and the train station there. We're going to be walking all the way from Elmers station all the way to Plumstead Burridge Road. We might have to do this over 2 days. Let's see this bus stand, the buses terminate here. But the first stop is right there. So the first stop for both the 289 and the 54 is right here. 289 is right in the garage there right now. 54 is just left in front of us. I think it was 54 anyway. I'm not too sure what bus it was, but we probably catch it up if it's stuck at the traffic lights. So we're walking all this for charity. I reckon it will take 3.5 hours to walk the entire route. So the first stop is Elmers End interchange, and then I think the next stop is Elmers End Green, but I'm not too sure. Luckily, the green man's already on. I didn't pause and restart because that was the first stop there, so it didn't really bother. Here, I don't think everything's going to be turning in here apart from buses, to be honest, but let's just cross safely anyway. Cause I could really just cross here. But again, we need to promote road safety and just stay safe. But really, it's safe enough to cross now. So I don't know, I reckon it'll take about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 to do the whole thing from start to end. So Plumstead Road and Burridge Road, something like that. It's quite a long distance to walk. It won't take that long to get to Lewisham, but Lewisham Hospital so far is a halfway point. That's the 289 there. I don't think we're going to catch up the 54, if that was the 54 that left. I reckon we're going to see about 15 54s, because what I like to do is see how many buses go past whilst walking the route, and see how long, like in comparison, like, oh, it's taken me this long to walk this, how many buses have I seen on the route that I'm walking go past me whilst I'm walking the route. Here it's a little bit chilly, a little bit cold, but it's might be a chance of rain. There's 20% chance of rain. It was raining when I first left out, and now I'm here at Elmers End. It's not too bad, it's just a bit cold. I see lots of shops about here, lots of amenities. Last time he came from behind us, which was towards Elmers, towards Alice going from that direction. But this time, we're going the other way, going towards like Elmers and Beckenham proper. To be honest, there's not really a distinct border between Elmers End, Eden Park, and Beckenham, but we're kind of very close. We're not going through Eden Park, just the boundary is just wherever you want it to be honest. Because I'll try to label the routes as we go along. As you see, most of the time we've spent it just rated at traffic lights here so far. But that's about to change. Green man is on, but it's not very clear because of that little shield. That's a 54 going in the other direction. That one probably go past us at some point, I reckon. Next time we see a 54 coming this way, that will be the one. I can't see the driver's face, so I can't tell if it is or not. So yeah, we're basically now on Croydon Road. We've left the bus garage. The next stop is Elmers and Green. We'll get there within the next 2 to 3 minutes. Car blocking the way, but it's okay, just trying to get out of the garage, but it's okay to just walk around behind. They've got the dry cleaners right there as well. Just BR3 dry cleaners. I feel like when I get to the next stop, I'll stop and restart because we've been walking for quite a short time actually, but the time is, because of waiting, it's gone up to 5 minutes. But really, if there's no traffic lights or anything, it'll probably take like 3 minutes to walk this, no more than 4. You see a bus stop in front of us, but that's not for the bus that we're walking, that's for a different bus. I don't know if it's for the 367 or the 356 to stop here, but I know one of the buses stop here. Because it's an Elmers End Green stop, but as you can see, it's a light point only. I see a little triangle. If you go like kind of diagonally behind you to the right, it's West Wickham. If you go straight, it's Bromley, Beckenham and Penge. So that here is Elmers End Green, that little green space there. I think there's a toilets there, but I'm not too sure. I know down that road, the 358, 356 and 194 go down there. We've been down there already when walking the 194 bus route. I went down the far end and walking the SL5. St James's Church is straight ahead. It's funny, when we were walking the route that shared a lot of the bus route was a 358. We never saw a 358, but this time we've seen one straight away. So we're approaching the next stop. That bus stop in front of us is the next one we want to get to. So far, here's a church, I believe, right here on this bend. If we turn left here, St James's Avenue. Here we're going to be going through quite a few different boroughs, starting in Bromley. We're going to be going through Lewisham and Greenwich as well. Here's Elmers End Green. Let's stop and restart. So yeah, we're carrying on. I think the next stop is something like Eden Park Avenue or Cromwell Road. There's lots of nice little cafes and stuff here. I think there's barber shops, hair salons, nail salons, a lot of different things, your local amenities in this area. I think they have a few Sainsbury's and Co-op locals down that road. I know there's a Tesco at the end of this road, a smaller one. I forgot to show you the Tesco by Elmers End bus station, but you saw that in the last video we walked with the 289. This one, I reckon, I don't know how long this journey will take for us to go, because it's apparently, I checked, it said 10 miles, but is it really 10 miles? I think maybe at least 8. Because I feel like the route looks long on paper, but it's quick to walk. Let's see Beckenham Bromley straight ahead. And then just follow the A road. I didn't see what the name of the A road was because I think it was slighted. And here you got like a prom and bridal boutique. Now I know that the 367 turns off and goes down that road there, I believe. So going down there leads towards Park Langley and Eden Park, but 367 is the only bus that goes down that road. They're still on Croydon Road. So after around here, it just becomes a bit residential for a little while. I know there's a hospital around here. The hospital is not too far. Again, we're quickly approaching the next stop. Oh, that was a bus again, but it's not. So made it to Eden Park Avenue. You see the bus go towards Catford or Penge. The next stop is Cromwell Road. Cromwell Road is not too far of a walk from here. I think there's about 4 or 5 stops on this road altogether. I think there's a bit more, but on this route, just going down this road, there's like one more extra stop on this road. I think 6 stops on Croydon Road in Beckenham altogether. I reckon though, to get to like Catford, like the main part of Catford, take like an hour to get to Lewisham, a little bit more, maybe like 25 minutes, hour and a half to get to Lewisham, hour and a half to get from Lewisham to Woolwich. It is very chilly though and windy though. First I was quite cold, but now I'm starting to warm up a little bit. I believe that's the same driver we saw go past us. That's the first 54 we've seen go past us walking this way. That's a Royal Mail van's postage. It was a truck, not a van. Here we call them all the same thing: truck, lorry. There's another word as well, I don't remember, but we call them all the same thing. We know what you mean if you say it like that. They're still doing renovations since the last time we were around here. I think we went down here when we walked the 194 bus route, so it hasn't finished yet, and that was a few months ago, about 3-4 months ago. But I think they've made great progress. But it's December now. It's the day before Christmas Eve, 23rd of December. I don't know if it's Tuesday or not today. I think it's Tuesday. Might sound like I have a bit of a cold. It's not because I've got a cold, it's because it's a little bit cold, that's all. So around here, you'll see a few car places as well. The car stalls right in front of us by the traffic lights. After the traffic lights, it kind of gets into more nearer to Beckenham High Street. There's a car sales place right here on the other side of the road at Motorland. And there's one rival across the road from it as well. We'll tell you what it is when we get closer to it. Being honest though, we're going to spend most of the time within Beckenham for a long time at the start of this route. Whether you cast this part as Elmers and Beckenham is up to you. This is Cromwell Road, but we're crossing now. Just a residential road down there. And then the next stop is also named after the road, Cromwell Road. We've got Alistair Cars here, another car shop here. There's like a nail salon. And then we got Lance's. Lance's another car shop around here. So all of that is here. And then we're approaching the next stop. So Cromwell Road is literally right by us. 3 buses serve this road. The bus is here saying goes, this is Cromwell Road, it goes towards Capital Penge again. Done it once. We walked the 354 bus route coming from the opposite direction. This time we're walking 54, so we're gonna, when we get to the end of this road, we're gonna be walking down the entirety of Beckenham High Street. Got a little post office down there as well. So that green park across the road is, I think it's called Beckenham Recreation Ground. We've got pizza on demand, no pizza shop. Got a petrol garage right here. Next to Beckenham Recreation Ground is Beckenham Hospital. I'll point it out for you as we go past it. We did walk the other side of Beckenham Recreation Ground when we walked the 352 bus route. We're walking past it again the other side when we go and do the 367, but that will be a long time from now. I have no target for when to complete this challenge, so it can take as long or as short as possible to do. I just aim to do at least one walk a week, so it'll probably take like 3 years to complete this challenge, but so far we've done 6 other bus routes. So far we've done the 194, 227, 354, 352, 289 and the SL5. After done this one, we're going to do the 162 because we're doing all the buses in that go through BR3 first, so Beckenham and surrounding areas. I think the longest route we're probably going to do is a 358 because 358 goes from Crystal Palace to Orpington Station, and that's a very, very long route. Yeah, as you can see a bit more of the park in there a little bit. They're just residential roads around the corner from here. If you turn the opposite way. I think the next stop coming up is Beckenham Hospital. Also, I didn't mention my last video, but Birkbeck Station and Elmers Station are very close to each other. Birkbeck Station goes from Crystal Palace to Beckenham Junction, but to be honest, it's quite a long train ride to get there. I feel like it's a bit pointless. Might as well take the bus. Probably takes the same amount of time. It only comes once an hour, I think, the Birkbeck train. And Elmers comes much more regular. The trains come 2 to 4 times an hour. I think it's 4 times an hour. They go from Hayes to Charing Cross. There's the Beckenham Hospital. On the other side of the road, that's Beckenham Hospital. So you can see it next to the park a little bit. They have like an emergency service A&E part, and then they have another part where I think it's like a general practice, so a GP. I don't know if other countries have a GP or it's just the UK that has things like this. Because I know when I've spoken to other foreign people, you just go to the doctor for whatever, and it's like the hospital's all the same. But here, usually you have like a general practice which isn't a hospital, but they're specialised departments that deal with different things. Well, this one here is basically both. Like right here, I don't know if you see the sign on the wall, but that's Beckenham Hospital. That entrance there is the main area and for like bloods and stuff, I believe, and there's a GP service. And that area here is like behind there is emergency unit A&E where ambulances go, and I think there's a pharmacy attached to the back in that little corner there. I'm not too sure. I know this because it's very rare for hospitals to be like that. Usually hospital and the GP are completely separate in terms of where they're located, but they communicate with each other through the same system. Yeah, so we're almost reaching the end of the road. We're near Beckenham Royal Memorial. Been through there a couple of times. Yeah, we've been through there a couple of times already, like but from different angles. So we've came through here once, but I was facing me when we walked the 194 bus route. We're gonna come through here a couple more times because I think we still need to walk the 358, so we're gonna come through here at some point. I might be going the other way though. So welcome to Beckenham Town Centre. So we're in the heart of Beckenham now. I don't really remember seeing like a welcome to Beckenham sign anywhere. Like in the areas I've been through, I've seen welcome to Addiscombe, and I've seen welcome to Penge. We've seen welcome to Shortlands, but that's it. Another laundrette there. There's two types of laundrettes in the UK. There's ones where you do the washing yourself, other ones where you pay someone else to do it for you and you collect it on another day. And I think they all work differently because I've been to other countries where how much it costs depends on how much your clothing weighs. But here, usually it's like how many clothing you have. They have like set prices, like maybe like, they'll say, depends on what the item is, like say maybe 5 coats is for £10 or something like that. And if you have 10 items for £20, depends. We could just cross it on straight onto that road, but across the road you can see Odeon Cinema. There's a fire on top of it, that's why the building at the top looks a bit charred. But there's a fire on top of it the other day, I'll say the other day, it was like a few months ago. There's lots of fires breaking out around the summer. So here we've made it to Croydon Road, Royal Memorial. We're going to be making it, we're going to be turning right from here. So we could just cross straight here and cross again over there, but we're going to follow the road round this way, like the bus does, go around the roundabout. Try and make it as accurate as possible. But down there is Beckenham High Street. We're going to turn onto this road here. And if you turn left from here, if you go up this road up here, it leads to Penge and Crystal Palace. Keep going straight, it goes towards Beckenham, but the bus turns off to go towards Lower Sydenham if you keep going straight around there. These two buses aren't too far from each other. This side road with the post office is also, I think it's the sorting mill office. But this road here is Victory Road. Yeah, again, see people braking the road, but people are speeding around it, so it's hard to brake on time and stuff, because at zebra crossing it's a legal requirement to stop, but some people don't, as you see in quite a few videos. This cinema is quite a famous one around this area. We went through a cinema in another area, I think when we went through Croydon near Park Street, there's a cinema near there, and the cinema in Bromley we went past as well, but I think it's shut down. But the one we went past when we walked the 352, we weren't shut down. So that bus there is regular, I see it so many times go past whilst waiting at a bus stop somewhere. I'm not really gonna go on about too much information about all the shops and stuff here, but here, there's kind of been through here quite a few times. Been through here about 4 or 5 times. So since been here through here for about 4 or 5 times, kind Not really much to add, just the same old thing, just a normal high street. Nothing special, nothing different. Sometimes I notice when I go to edit that I speak a bit too fast, but I believe this is the High Street War Memorial stop. Let's see if I'm right. So here is Beckenham High Street War Memorial. The next stop from here is Manor Road. There's just lots of little cafes and independent businesses, as well as some high street stores as well. So some people as well didn't look where they were going. The car was already turning, indicating to turn, but he almost got run over if the car wasn't alert. The person driving the car wasn't alert, I mean. Manor Road is quite a long walk. On the opposite side, they have one in between the High Street Memorial and Manor Road called Kelsey Square on the opposite side, but this side doesn't have as many stops for some reason. I don't know why. Bus stops aren't evenly spaced, so sometimes one side has more stops than the other. In the Clark's shoe shop. At this time of day, even though it's middle of the afternoon, it's still quite busy. I'm not going to speed walk this, was quite a long route to walk.
You know the right people is easy to sell.
The Pret a Manger up there. I didn't know they had one in Beckenham, to be honest. They're everywhere now. The first place I remember seeing him was in central London, and they kind of just expanded all throughout of London, but here is South East London, so yeah, quite far out because the postcode is not even SE here. Again, another coffee shop, Costa Coffee, Cafe Nero, Starbucks, and Pret a Manger kind of all compete with each other. And the food from there is alright. You can get little, like, you can get sandwiches, some bakery stuff, coffee, of course, normal drink, and a little snack and stuff, but they're quite pricey, to be honest. Again, we see another Colin's Bakery. Last time we saw one in Addiscombe, now we're here in Beckenham again. I'll just tell you where you can park around here, on that side. And Boots, that's the cosmetics place, as well as a pharmacy. There's lots of smaller stores and they have some big stores. Big stores you can get everything. Smaller stores just tell you some local amenities. I didn't get it last time. Specsavers is an opticians here. I don't know, this is called T.G. Jones apparently, but I swear it used to be W.H. Smith before. I don't know, because it actually looks like one. Maybe it's a part of the company. Speaking of what I mentioned earlier, you see a Cafe Nero in front of us as well. See how close together they all are. I used to work at Cafe Nero before. Let's just say it's quite a demanding job. This is Erin's. On the other side, obviously they got Mears family funerals. So around here, anything you can think of when it comes to shops, whatever you need, you can find it. Yeah, there's quite a big group of people walking about at this time of day, which is unusual because it's like midday, a little bit after. It's like midday, it's already gone 1 o'clock, it's probably like almost 2 now. Anyway, I think there's a bus coming behind. So when we get to the traffic lights, we're going to be turning left. Once we turn left, we're going to go straight into Bellingham. The thing is about Bellingham and Catford is that a lot of people, here we are at Manor Road. The thing is about Bellingham and Catford, as I was saying, is that the border is not really distinguished either. It's like a lot of places in Bellingham are labelled as Catford, so like even the buses that go there, like Bellingham Catford Bus Garage, is got the same name in it. But I think it's because Catford's more well known than Bellingham. There's a giant travel lodge up there. I know they house a lot of homeless people in some travel lodges as temporary accommodation. Okay, so even still going straight, that's on the high street. Round the corner, around this bend, it's still technically Beckenham High Street. But most high streets are straight, they're not really bent or curved like this. Here is Snappy Snaps, which is like a printing and photo store. So if you need like get like a passport or something like that, you can get it taken there. If you need anything printed off, you don't have a printer, instead of going to the library, you can get it printed there. You don't photocopy, you can do everything there, and the prices are quite reasonable. There's also 2 hotels here as well, but they're kind of hidden. They're like off the little alleyway somewhere. I don't know if it's this alleyway here. I think there's a hotel in this alleyway. There's one at the bottom of the road as well over there on that side. It's Christmas time, so it's quite busy here. Usually this time of day it's a lot quieter. Walking up a bit of hill, going past St George's Church, gonna keep going straight at the traffic lights. I think the next stop is Beckenham Junction. We've been past Beckenham Junction quite a few times already. So even if you don't make it fully to Beckenham Junction, like you can get off that stop there, West Bromley Road, St George's Church. If you get off there, see there's no entry on the floor as well, but it's back to front this way. And just walk up here to get to Beckenham Junction. Okay, so you're still in the high street. Yeah, see all the stops in Beckenham are quite close together. There's an M&S food here. There's mainly just a food court. Do your local grocery shopping. And yeah, I think I was right. I think this is Beckenham Junction station. Some guy thought I was, that guy who goes around filming in Bromley thought it was him, but it's not me. I forgot his name, but it's something like Cockney something. I've seen him on TikTok quite a few times. Here, this area's quite crowded. Even though it's a bit of a quiet area at the top, it's still quite crowded. Once you get past the lights, it quietens down. Oh yeah, also we're going to go past or near the first stop of the next bus route where we'll be walking. So as you can see opposite us right now by the traffic lights, that's Beckenham Junction tram stop and Beckenham Junction train station. So the next bus route we'll be walking is the 162 after we finish walking the 54 one. It's going to take quite a long time. So as you can see, the 162 bus stop, you can see it in the distance there, that's its first and last stop, and it goes to Eltham. As you see, that's Rectory Road, the other side of Rectory Road from the High Street. We're still on Beckenham High Street. There's a Waitrose near here. There's also like pubs and cafes and restaurants around here. So I believe the track on the other side goes towards Shortlands. And the track, we'll go past it. I might film it if we can see. Yeah, that's Beckenham Junction there. And going that way it goes towards Kent House Station. So Kent House Station is straight ahead, following the railway there. But as we can see, we're ending the High Street. We're gone to South End Road now. So yeah, just a little restaurant and stuff here. I'm getting a bit hot, so I need to. I think I'm going too much later, so I might take my coat off so that I don't get too hot walking this walk. Oh, here's a Waitrose right here. I usually know someone who always used to go on about Waitrose as well, and they've got some quite nice stuff in there. So most of the time it's basically just going to be waiting at traffic lights for a long time, but from here on it's basically just going straight ahead. Here's a car park, and here's the other entrance, side entrance to Beckenham Junction. After that, that's basically it. Yeah, all these side roads on the left from now on lead towards like New Beckenham, so the area basically where the 352 goes down, which is quite isolated in a way. When I say isolated, I don't mean isolated as in like there's no one around. It's just quite residential. There's not really many shops and stuff around the side roads to the left. This is Cobblescope Road. So that's the name of the next stop as well. Next stop is Cobblescope Road. We've passed quite a few train stations already going through this route. And I think Beckenham Hill was the next one, but Beckenham Hill is actually in the Bellingham, so but it's still close to Beckenham. So this is a more quiet area. The signs are just about cyclist routes here, so I'm not going to read them. I'm just saying going to Bromley, Pentrose, Palace, or Catford. And then here is Cobblescope Road. So the next stop, I'm not sure what the next stop is called, but I know down this part of the High Street only the 354 and the 54 come down here. Like the 54 basically goes through all the main roads. All the main roads until you reach actually it goes on all the main roads the entire route, but I can't think of any quiet ways it goes down apart from this area here. And because it's Christmas time it's quite busy. Usually it's literally no one around here. You might see one or two people, but now because it's Christmas time everyone's out getting their Christmas shopping and doing their Christmas shopping. Down there is where the 354 turns off. And down there is Beckenham Place Park entrance here. They have a winter wonderland here, so maybe that's where everyone's coming from. Yeah, and back Park Road here is back into New Beckenham. Waiting to cross here. We'll go on a taxi, but it's a bit unpredictable if the taxi's going to stop or not. I'm not sure what's in there for lodge. Yeah, so Beckenham Place Park is that entrance there. Ever been to Wonderland? They have more than one entrance. You can go further down the road and you'll see it there. Yeah, from here on, there's very not really much going on. It looks a bit abandoned, to be honest. There's a sign facing the wrong way. I don't know what it says. Oh, there's a new road layout ahead. Well, this was changed years ago. Yeah, this part of Beckenham here is people say it can be a bit rough around here, and they blame everyone in Lewisham, which is a bit unfair. So these stops start to feel quite a bit of a distance from here onwards. This is a long road. Even Croydon Road is a long road in itself. So like Beckenham Place Park also backs on into Downham as well, and parts of Shortlands. Like when I say Shortlands, I mean like the Ravensbourne area, which I know the Ravensbourne area is technically in Beckenham, but parts of it do come under Shortlands. I'm thinking when I get to somewhere where I can take a little bit of a rest, basically, I might just upload unedited, unfiltered, and then re-upload afterwards. I'm not sure. I was thinking, sometimes I catch myself like sighing, I don't realise, sometimes I'm singing, I don't realise I'm singing or humming whilst doing these long walks. Dillon Riverside is here, that's how I pronounce it, Die Long Dillon, I don't know. Just walking down here to cross the roads, so I see a crossing. Yeah, all this here leads back to when we walked the 352 bus route, quite far down actually. And there's many cars serve this road. See, is Brackley Road at the top of a name down there. I think you turn right when you get to there. So yeah, very close to like Sydenham area, or Lower Sydenham, Catford, Bellingham. We're still on South End Road, by the way. Thinking, I'll say maybe the bus garage is probably Bellingham bus garage, probably a quarter way point, to be honest. But we don't label a quarter way or 3/4 way point. We only label a half way point. But as I was saying, yeah, sometimes I do embarrassing things like humming, singing to myself, sighing, clearing my throat. Because when I talk for a long time, my throat gets a bit dry. And sometimes I talk a bit fast. Sometimes I stutter. Sometimes it's not clear as to what I'm saying. So when you film yourself like this, you kind of realise some habits you don't realise that you have after a while, and it makes you more aware of it. And we're approaching the next bus stop now. I'll be honest, it's going to take at least another 2 hours to do this, I reckon, because when I say another 2 hours, it's going to take a while. But the name of the next bus stop is Brackley Road. You see, there's only 54 stops here, and it goes towards Catford. There's a 54 on the other side of the road here. Or it just came from there as well. So yeah, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I don't actually know where the border becomes Catford or Bellingham. I don't know exactly where Beckenham Hill train station is, but there should be some signage to say where. But I know it's further down along head of this road. Another habit I do, sometimes I speak incorrect grammar, even though I know the correct grammar. Don't worry about it, Lewisham is very busy. Like Lewisham, to get through there, so even that little sigh of stress there, I didn't realise on that, but Lewisham I was just thinking for effect. Like Lewisham is always busy, it's never a dry moment. Someone's lost their umbrella, so it's still there if you want it back. If you see this video and see it. I wonder if that's 54 we saw on the other side of the road earlier. You might hear me sniffing quite a lot, but that's just because it's cold. I haven't got a cold, I'm not a dirty person. It's just because, you know, when you're outside in the cold, it sometimes makes your like nose run. These two bus stops aren't too far apart, as you can see the 54 stopping right ahead of us, so they're quite close. I'm just trying to look out for the other entrance of Beckenham Place Park. There's quite a big park. I'll be honest, I don't know the name of the next stop. like greenhouses around there, or greenery. By the way, if you see my fundraising page, don't forget to share. Although it just didn't, 100% of the what you raise goes towards mine charity. So if you see my page, share with as many people as possible to help for a good cause. Here we're at Stumps Hill Lane, still going towards. Right, we're still in Beckenham. It looks, but the houses and the atmosphere's changed. It looks a bit more like Clapham than Beckenham, to be honest. But there's a hill down there. I think that also leads to one of the roads we were talking about, Stumps Hill Lane. I think the 352 goes down the other side if it's not a dead end. Oh, there's no free road, so it's a dead end road. I think the other side of the dead end. It's still South End Road around there. I wonder. I think we might have gone past all the entrances to Beckenham Place Park. Might not have, because I know it goes right to the bottom with Bromley Road, not the Bromley Road Beckenham, but Bromley Road in Downham and Catford. See, there's another green walk there, somewhere up there. So I think this might be another entrance to Beckenham Place Park. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're almost at the bottom of this road now. It's not too far to go. The bottom of this road is going to take a long time to get to. I've run out of things to say, just talking for the sake of talking again. But so far so good, we're making good progress. My throat's ready to start going dry. I mean, my throat's already started to go dry. Maybe that's a sign that I should take a bit of break from talking and just walk leisurely. It looks a bit like a farmhouse with these gates here, but it's not. Riverside, I've seen that somewhere. Countryside something. I can't see the sign from this far away, but when I edit the video, I'll label it what it is. Park Beckenham is a Braeside. So I think everyone's out here for the winter wonderland because I know Beckenham Place Park is another entrance right across the road from us. I've seen it quite a few times on TikTok. Not people wouldn't know about it, so if you go through that entrance there somewhere, you'll find it. They have a Christmas market, have lots of stuff on. So yeah, I think this is where everyone is at the moment. They have a lot of fairs for both adults and children, lots of family things to do. So there is the Beckenham Place Park entrance Christmas market. Now we're on Beckenham Hill Road. I can see the stop on the other side, and I see one on this side, so it's not too far apart from each other. I'm still shocked that this is still part of the London Borough of Bromley. I thought here it would have been Reading and Lewisham by now. So welcome to Lewisham Bellingham. We're finally in Bellingham now. It's quite a small sign to see, you can easily miss it. But all these houses now are all in Lewisham, but on the other side are all in Bromley, I believe. Here is at Highland Croft Road. I don't know if the entrance is classed as Beckenham or Catford, but who knows. So We've made it to Bellingham, not a very well-known area, often just called Catford, but we're still in Bellingham now. We've in London Borough of Lewisham, and it's funny how, this is what I was saying, I'm surprised that it's still in part of Bromley. I thought it would have been Lewisham by now. We see a sign saying welcome to Bellingham. So yeah, I feel like in most people's heads, people map the main road as Catford at the end of this road. So like Bromley Road, they map it all as Catford and Downham. But behind, like where you see all these estates and all the side roads, I believe people map that as Bellingham behind there. And some people didn't even know the area even existed, lived here all their life. So that proves I'm not just talking waffle, I'm being 100%. There's humps for 730 yards, ready to see a sign of that. But here there's like a massive green park, I don't know what it is. And the green park is for residents parking only, is up there for the estates, flats, apartments, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if this is a school or if this is just a green space, but yeah, it's very green as you can see. I think it is a school actually. See the building now. And here, still Beckenham Place Park. So, I think the road is Foxgrove Road. Where you see Foxgrove Road, all the way down to Bromley Road, and all the way going past somewhere near Bromley Magistrates it's called, and somewhere near Shortlands and Ravenhall Station. That's all Beckenham Place Park. Beckenham Place Park is a lot of things to do there. It's a nice green area, it has some beautiful views. Oh yeah, this is a school, Central Academy, I didn't realise. I can hear a lot of noise, you see a bit of the fun fair there, you see a lighting, you see a fun fair or market, I'm not sure what's going on here, but you can see a lot on the other side. Lots of Christmas lights and stuff, decorations, and all there, that's the Christmas market, it's very big. I don't know what's here. This is our car park for the Christmas market, I think. They have other areas where you can park on side roads where you don't need a permit, you can park for free, but this is how they make money, £8 only apparently for parking. I think that's still quite expensive. I don't know how long it is. It's for the whole day, then fair enough, but if not, I think that's still quite expensive to be honest. I forgot to bring my headphones, so when I upload, oh no, people are gonna hear all the mistakes I make when speaking. I'm quite nervous about that, to be honest. And as well, I have a bit of a lisp, but you have to listen closely, or if I say certain words, like I can't say crisps properly without it going like that. I don't know how to do it. But it used to be really bad when I was younger. It's gotten a lot better. It's barely noticeable now. So right, we're approaching the bottom of this road, and this is just a curve. I see some traffic lights. I believe there used to be a home base. I don't know if it's turned into the range, because I know a lot of home bases that closed down turned into the range. I know that the one, I believe, I don't know if it was always a range. When we walked to 29, I believe that used to be a home base there as well, but I'm not too sure. But the range is basically similar to home base in a way. So it's like Wilco's home base and Woolwich, which also closed down altogether. It's kind of like that, the range. And it's cheaper prices than what you'd usually get, and you can kind of find anything like bedding, furniture, kitchenware, DIY tools, decorating, painting, decorating stuff, gardening, decorations. Excuse me, then I burped a few times. Yeah, all things like that basically you can find in the range. If you need it for your home, you can find it there. This area is very, very green. As I said, it was very, very quiet. Look how quiet it is. This is the Catford entrance of Beckenham Place Park as well. Or should I say Bellingham entrance. So yeah, that's the Christmas market. If you want to go there, you can go through there. There's a church here as well. So yeah, church down there. I don't know if that's where this train station is or not, but I'll look it up. This is Dunfield Road. There's Bellingham and Ladywell if you turn left. But we are actually in Bellingham, so I think the train station is around the corner from here actually. I think the ramp is the train station. So I would assume it's not Bellingham train station, it's Beckenham Hill train station. It's here. train was okay. I see people coming out. So yeah, here, this is Beckenham Hill train station. So if you turn left down here, it leads to Beckenham Hill train station. If you follow that ramp down there. I think the trains here go towards Ravensbourne and Shortlands. Like you can see there's a bridge here. You can see the platform with it more clearer from here. And then on the other side, it's quite empty at the moment, but there's still a few people there. And yeah, the other side leads towards Shortlands and Ravensbourne, I believe. So I believe that's the name of the next stop. I think the next stop is Beckenham Hill Station. So let's see if I'm correct. The next stop is, yeah, Beckenham Hill Station. So we're going to be here for quite a while. This road is quite a long road. We walk down it from top to bottom basically. At least the South End Road part, but if you keep going straight, it's still even further. It leads into like Park Langley, Eden Park border. Going behind us, I mean. But if you keep going this way, look, it's going to get a lot busier here. These houses here are quite residential, they're quite nice. There's a Blacklands Road, side road. We're past there. I don't know, aftershade rain, but that aftershade was strong. It smelled nice though. Down here, I know there's like a McDonald's if you turn right behind these houses somewhere, but right at the very bottom of the road. I think he's running for a bus. He just missed one. I don't know. I was about to miss one. Right, I can see the bus up on the other side of the road, so we're approaching one on this side. That usually means, unless there's none on this side. It might get dark suddenly. If we know it gets like starting to get a bit like gloomy, we know it's around 3:30 because the sun sets around 3:30 to 4 now. So that's 4:30, depends on the day. But it's been overcast all day. It's a grey sky, no sun. It's been like this the whole entire day, and really quite depressing, really. And this bus stop is quite a far way down. We've been walking for 2.5 minutes, but compared to the other one on further up the road on the opposite side, we would have been there by now. This one's going to take like 4 minutes to get to. So I can see it in front of me. It's just right there in the distance, but it's not too far away. And I can see the bottom of the road now. I can see buses coming from Ring Road by the traffic lights. So we're almost at the very end of this road. When we get there, we turn left by the traffic lights. There's a few puddles there. Here, our drainage system is quite good. There's some other places, some other countries around the world, but the drainage system, if it rains, everything floods. It's not good like that. So yeah, that used to be a home base, but as you can see, they're doing like lots of scaffolding and stuff. I believe they might be turning it into a range. I think they are, because I applied for it ages ago. So I'm thinking, oh, let me just see. But luckily I managed to land a different job, so no longer need to be there. I didn't know where it was at the time. I just saw London and I realised it was here. I was like, oh, that's a bit far. But yeah, here lots of construction work going on outside here. So yeah, when we walk past, I don't know if it still have it. It used to have like ponds and stuff, but it looked a bit abandoned and dirty when it first closed down for about a year. Here is Beckenham Hill Road. I think it's Primrose Close. So yeah. So we're walking through the bottom part now. So when we get to the traffic lights, we turn left onto Bromley Road. If we turn right onto that road there, it leads to Downham. But if we turn left, it leads to Catford. There's ponds and docks and stuff here. So all this view here has always been there. It's been iconic for this. So we got there, leads to Downham and Bromley here. Going this way leads to Catford and Lewisham. And there's slow wildlife crossing here. It's unusual to see in a quiet urban road like this. This is Bromley Road, SE6, so we're in Bellingham still. Around here it looks a lot more better, like you can see where we just walk past the ponds. There's lots of docks about. And yeah, just like that, yeah. This road is quite long. We're going to be walking straight for a long time. Like every road that goes on, this bus goes on, is long. It's all main roads. There's no quiet areas that it goes through like some of the other routes I walked through. Like usually I have one or two busy areas in my previous routes that I walked, but this route is not a busy area that it doesn't go through. So it's going to take a while to get to the bottom of here because we're going to be going up Belmont Hill. We're walking straight all the way until Blackheath. So when we get to Blackheath, that's when we'll be turning left, I think. So it's going to be a long journey. But I feel like we've made it here quite quickly. I don't think it's been an hour yet. And we're almost in Catford. We're not quite in Catford yet. That's the car park as well. And that's the old home base sign. So as you can see, this is what Range sells things like this. As you can see there. Decorating kitchen, bathroom, home and garden. And here it says about the bridge here. I can't see it because it's too high and an awkward angle. But yeah, here, going that way leads into like Hither Green, Grove Park as well. I believe Downham. I don't really know where the border between Downham and Grove Park actually is, but that direction goes that way. 363 serves the east kind of roads of Bellingham. As you can see, the bus stop there. This is a South End Lane, not South End Road in London Borough of Lewisham. So yeah, all that leads into Bellingham and Lower Sydenham. If you keep going straight, this road goes straight to Lower Sydenham. I didn't realise this area was quite busy as I thought it was. I mean, I didn't realise so much traffic along this road here. I knew during the main road, Bromley Road, it was like this, but not here. And the next bus stop's not too far down. I think we're going to be waiting here for quite a long time. I can see it right in front of us. So most of that was just waiting to cross like traffic lights. There's a few junctions like that around this area. There's also like one way or one part of the traffic goes at one time. It's meant to prevent congestion, but I feel like it just causes it. It's quite busy here now. Even though it's technically still in Bellingham, people would class this as Catford, even though it's not Catford. But they both share the same postcode and everything. So since they share the same postcode, people kind of associate the two as the same place, but they're not. So here we've made it to South End Lane. So moving on from here, we're almost in Catford now, almost, it's not too far away. Yeah, this road, I'm not sure if we go past New Quay Road here or if it's further down, but there's a bus garage coming up soon. And if I can see the giant cat in Catford, which is what Catford is famous for, then I'll show you guys that as well. This area again is quite residential, it's a normal area. Some people say it's rough, but I don't really think so, to be honest. I feel like when it comes to certain areas, people have this like classist attitude or can be a bit snobby. But see, look how quiet it is during this time of day. The thing is, I'm worried about now because I started a bit late. I know when it gets to 3 o'clock, all the school kids come out, so it gets a bit too busy. Like the buses are packed, it's hard to get through anywhere. All you can hear is shouting and screaming. So that gets a bit annoying sometimes to be around. But other than that, it's cool around here. Oh, you can see the British flag. I don't know what that building is, but they've got the British flag there, Union Jack. Just thinking, like all of these are quite close together, all of these stops, it's not too long, it's all like a 2-3 minute walk. This one's taken just over 2.5 minutes to get to, and made it to Catford police station. So I guess we're officially in Catford now, or almost at least. But so far, walking at high rate, if anything, 254 is coming this way. So let's see how many more we'll see coming this way as well. So yeah, we're still on Bromley Road. That's the thing that I noticed. Lewisham lists the postcode of the area on its road signs. Bromley is all green. Croydon doesn't do that. And Lewisham is usually all blue, but when it's not blue, they still have the postcode on their road signs. But that's what I'm told for. Lewisham was known for being blue borough. I think I'm blue. I might get mistaken for that, but I'm not part of them. I'm just thinking, I'm unsure what to label this when I actually edit the video. So, again, approaching our next stop, it's going to take about 2.5 minutes to get there. It's not really that far. No, I still class as Bellingham, even if Catford police station's near here. I don't even know if it's still open. I didn't see a police station. I remember I wasn't looking out for it, so I didn't see it. So yeah, the next bus stop is quite busy. So I don't know how we're going to get the shot in without getting people in, but yeah, 136. There's another bus, the Bakerloo line, kind of follows a lot of the same route as the 136 from Lewisham, but
Mom.
yeah, as you can see, it's quite busy. The bus is absolutely packed. And then here, made it to, I think it's Bellingham Road up there. So let's see if we beat the 136 for the next part. I don't think we will, because there's another crossing here. We've got Eden Park Motorist Centre. It's nowhere near the actual area, Eden Park. There's a man that's actually here. So chained up. I'm guessing that represents slavery. I'm not too sure. I don't know. As you can see, it's going to get busier and busier from here onwards. Up there, I don't think any buses serve that road. I don't think so. But it's close by. I think the next stop is a Bellingham bus garage, so it's not too far from here. That's what I'm saying, it's me just waiting at traffic lights a lot of the time. That car got caught out, it's a nice stop there, backing back up. If there was a yellow box there, I'd be getting fined. Luckily there isn't one. I just need to pick up a paintbrush. Howden's Catford open now, I don't know what it is, I think that's a decorating store. So yeah, that road up there is Bellingham Road. The next stop, I believe, is the bus garage here. Because that there is Bellingham bus garage. There's a hand car wash here. And basically the buses come out from the 47 and another bus terminates there. I don't know if there's any other buses. But yeah, here's a hand car wash here. There's 109 also terminates there as well. So I think the last stop is there, and then they turn in from that stop there and here. Also, if any buses are out of service, or I think if they need repair and stuff, they get fixed all in here, the bus garage here. So yeah, the police car there as well, that green, yellow and silver. I mean green, blue and silver. Oh, there's two of them, wow. I believe if you go straight ahead, that's the first stop for the 47 and the 199. So here we're still on Bromley Road. I don't know where the buses actually come out from. I've never taken those buses from here before. I've taken them from Lewisham, but not from here. So far it's been quite a pleasant walk. There's lots of greenery and stuff, but here it's a bit more urbanised and it gets a lot busier. I'm not sure if any buses stop right here now, because this sign looks like a lighting point only, so I'm not sure. But whether it is or not, we're going to look at it anyway, just in case any buses do stop here, the bus stand. So buses that terminate at it says Catford Garage, so this is Bellingham Catford Bus Garage. They terminate here and stand there for the next shift. The next stop I think is a bit further down for the first stop. I see lots of 199 lines and lots of 47s waiting to come out. I just see a bus leaving from not in service there. I wouldn't have sped past it if I knew it was going to happen that quickly. But it's too late now. The first stop must be a bit further down then. Just heard a man swearing at his child, like, that's no way to be. It's not a good example to be setting, but who am I to judge? Another access self-storage space here. So yeah. I believe we're almost in Catford now anyway. There's none of this but it's still there. I thought there's like a retail park opposite the road around there. So it's not exactly, it's like a smaller version of an industrial estate, I guess. So if it's a small place, it's not really a retail park, it's more of an industrial estate. If it's bigger, it's more likely to be called an retail park. And all this walking, I don't think the 136 has brought us to. It's been stuck in traffic. I believe that the green man's got to come on, so. Yeah, this was quite a long walk. It's been 6 minutes so far since we walked from the last stop. So. But we're approaching the next bus stop now, so by the time it reaches at least like 6:30, we'll be there. Not 6:30 in time, 6 minutes 30. And as you see, all the road signs are blue now. Bromley Road, SE6. So from here, I don't know if this is Newquay Road or not. I'm not sure. But from here, we're almost arriving at the next bus stop. The next bus stop here, I believe it's Newquay Road. Yeah, it's Newquay Road. Told you it gets a lot busier as you get into like Birmingham and Catford. So yeah, I stopped and restarted because there was a big crowd. So I stopped to restart a little bit after. That's the other side of the retail park we're showing you guys here, industrial estate, whatever you want to call it. I keep seeing a ring, but I don't actually know what ring it is. I think it's a kitchen place, but I'm not too sure. Around there. It just goes into like Evergreen and Lee and Downham on those areas, and the Grove Park. Well, Downham's a lot further back, I think. So I think it's more Grove Park and Lee. I think Lee's a bit further ahead behind those Cyrus. Made it to, I guess, I'm hoping this is officially Catford now, I don't know. You can see the name of the road. I don't think we have, I think it's still technically Birmingham. I need to stop fussing over label, basically it's the same place anyway, so I guess if it's a little bit off. You can smell some Caribbean food around here, it smells really nice. Caribbean foods, I think it's like a Caribbean grill, like a street food here. I saw Jamaican flag, so I assume it's just Jamaican food, no other Caribbean countries. And in front of us you can see a 5G tower again. And we've got another bus stop not too far away. This bus stop's quite close together here. So this side road here is Charlesley Road. It's a bit of a dead end, but I think you can go around it like in the lane. Approaching the next stop now, so I'm not sure the name of it, but we just went past Newquay Road and this is Inchbury Road. See, the 136 wasn't caught us. We've been walking like past so many stops since it came past us. Right, as I was saying, we're almost in Catford, I believe, once you get past the next couple of sideways we're there. But as you see, that's Barmeston Road. Again, about taxis and buses at all times, en route. I'm starting to get a little bit out of breath, but I've not even reached the halfway point yet. Halfway point would be Lewisham Hospital, of walking it, and a halfway point, maybe take like half an hour to get to from here, maybe. So here's Bromley Road, I think that's a GP or dentist, not too sure. A couple of cars coming from that direction there. But I think that's one way, so it says no entry coming the other way. So you have to turn through there. That's a telephone box. I got a telephone box for some reason. And here's 2A, you have to go straight in this lane, left in this lane. I feel like when we get to McDonald's I might take a bit of a break. But I know Lewisham Fire Station and to the Lewisham Centre is quite a long walk for a stop. On the other side, it's not so bad. It's not so bad because they have a stop on the way on back in between the two. But here, actually, I might go Taco Bell, to be honest, take a little bit of a break, and then resume on from here. Lewisham Fire Station is right after Lewisham Hospital, a little bit, maybe like another 5-10 minutes. So, as we can see, stops are all busy here. And I'm running out of breath, but I believe officially in Catford is no longer better than. And I'm not sure what the stop name is called, but Bargery Road, if I saw that correctly. I think the next one won't take too long to get to, but I'm going to stop and restart. So, we're starting again from, I believe it's Bargery Road. I believe officially in like Catford proper now, it's no longer better than anything. I think once you cross that road it was like Clarendale Road or something like that. So we're going to be coming across the Big Cat in a minute, not too far from here. Oh, it's just in areas notorious for people doing certain things they shouldn't be doing, and a lot of altercations. But it's because of some people become reliant on certain substances, if you know what I mean, and they don't really, when they're reliant on that, they don't really think too clearly. They just want, basically they're addicted to certain things that but basically fuel their happiness. Maybe, I don't know what happens, a lot of people turn out like that because something, they go through like a life-changing event which is very distressing and very like, they go through some sort of tragedy where it affects them later in life as well, and they just don't ever realise to get over it. They don't know how to cope without needing something to get over it, and they just end up like that for the rest of their life. Some people change, and some people are like that for a short while. I think the 136 we walked past about 4 stops ago is catching up to us now because of the bus lane. Look how much traffic there is. That's 47. Yeah, the traffic goes all the way back down there. Traffic is so a lot. Someone once told me, because I travel internationally quite a lot, like someone told me, there's not a lot of traffic in your country. Yes, there is. That's the third 54 we've seen whilst walking this route so far since Elmers End on our side. I believe there's another church there. I'm not 100% sure, it just looks like one to me, so I think it is. Now the 136 that we went past has gone past us finally. I think next stop is Lewisham Town Hall, I think, because I'm starting to recognise the area a bit more. I think it is Lewisham Town Hall. As you can see, if a bus, you've got the free bus lane, you just speed straight away down. If you got the cars are just in traffic, bare traffic. So much, you've got no chance if you're in the car. And the traffic lights there are not the most reliable traffic lights either. Depending on what time it is, I'm going to get some lunch when we get to Lewisham. As long as we've gone past the halfway point. Most buses here either turn right into Lee, Haver Green and Grove Park, or they turn left going towards Sydenham, or towards Forest Hill as well. They turn left at the end of this road. That's the 454 we've seen now. I don't know why two of them came so quickly. They're always like that. I wonder if it's the same driver that saw me when I was in Beckenham. I'm gonna have a look. If I make it in time, I'm gonna have a look to see if it is. As you see, go straight, leads to Central London and Lewisham. Go left, goes to South Circular and Clapham Junction. If you go right, South Circular and Woolwich. So the little crossing we're about to see is part of the South Circular route. South Circular route, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I know on Google Maps it's yellow and it goes around, like, I think it leads into the M25 as well. But we made it to Bromley Road, Lewisham Town Hall. So here's busy area, as you can see. Like, if you want to go into like Haver Green and what's this, one-way road, but you have to turn further down the other side because there's a one-way road. There's also, I think that's a Lidl down there as well. And I know there's got like a JD Sports. I think McDonald's is down there. It might be the other side. This side, that here is Lewisham Town Hall. Lewisham Town Hall is actually in Catford, but it's the main area for Lewisham, and they've got Lewisham Theatre straight ahead. So we're just going to keep going straight, and there's lights here. I think the next stop isn't too far from here, just going to be waiting at traffic lights for a long time, and then, but as you see, it also gets caught up in traffic. So safe to cross. So when we get past, like, there's a big massive cat on the other side, which is huge symbolism for Catford because of the name. Yeah, so a little bit more of a suburban area now. And down there, going that way leads into Lower Sydenham. And that's just a Broadway here as well. Catford Broadway, music and theatre. And you've got the Duke of Catford. And there's a famous Morris as well in South London. Even there's like a little shop centre. I think that's the entrance to the Town Hall chambers. And then here's like a little market. As you see, you go right, it leads to Bromley and Downham. If you go straight, go to Central London. So down there is all like, they used to have like a small inside store. I think they used to have like millets and stuff, but I think it closed down, I'm not too sure. So only the 75 and 185 stop here, they both come from Forest Hill. Well, here's an iconic cat that was talking about that represents Catford. It was famous for it, and they've got KFC right next door to it. And I think here was what I was referring to earlier, so that's like a little inside market. That same stop we just walked past, where there's 5185, there's the same stop but further down. Further down in Catford. There's lots of like Afro hair shops and stuff here. Down there is where, if you want to go left, you have to come down this way, come down here and go this way because it's a one-way street. And obviously you've got other cosmetics and stuff around here. You've got Superdrug up there. Greggs everywhere, in every major area there's always a Greggs. So yeah, and opticians and other Specsavers. Feels like we've been walking for quite a while. But Catford Indoor Market. I was rushing a little bit because I think we might be running out of time before we have to stop and restart. Yeah, so there's lots of little like cafes, restaurants, amenities, shops and stuff. I believe there's like an Algerian restaurant down there, or bakery or something like that. So yeah, here's where it stops down. The same stop where the 75, 185 stops is down here, just a lot further down. So when we get to that one, we're going to stop and restart. Got like your household product stuff through there in that shop, and then you're almost approaching the next bus stop. But on this long walk, it's basically going to end up around Blackheath anyway. So this is the Catford Centre, as you can see, the 54 also stops here. We're not too far from being in the main part of Lucian now. You see the Costa Coffee here. I've seen that they've got some Brazilian restaurants. I don't know if it's Brazilian restaurant or butcher or store. It's got a Brazilian looking flag logo, because it's not exactly a flag that it has there, but it's the same as the Brazilian flag, so what's on it. And they've got Casper's. Casper's, I believe, is both a donut and dessert place. A bit like Afters, but Afters doesn't really sell donuts, I don't think. Poundland everywhere, but I can't get it in for you because I'm too close to it. So there's a Catford Centre car park. Again, another Nando's. There's always Nando's everywhere in London. Every few towns there's a Nando's. Got a food centre. What else? Here's a quiet road. Some buses not go like near behind these quiet roads. Got a sofa, bed store and a sofa store. I think it's a sofa now. I don't think it's beds. I'm not sure. It's bed and sofa store. And here we go. Algerian taco place. That's the Algerian tacos. So yeah, there. And then lots of chicken shops. Here around Catford and Lucian, there's a high Caribbean community around here, so there's lots of Caribbean restaurants, lots of Turkish restaurants as well. Istanbul, I'm not sure that's the one that got closed down for, there's a mattress in there. I thought it was a restaurant, it's not. And we have an Aldi's there. We saw Lidl's further up, but there's an Aldi's right here as well. And then I believe we're almost in Lucian now, so this little last strip, I believe, is last part of Catford before we get into Lucian. We've almost approached our halfway point. Our halfway point is Lucian Hospital. We're almost there now. I see this is the entrance to the Aldi, but it's a decent sized Aldi, as you can see. And then that's the Halfords there. See lots of cars turning right. I don't know. This is still SE6, that's Bradgate Road. Bradgate Road would come under Catford, but Lucian Hospital is not too far from here. We're approaching the next stop now, and I believe the next stop is Rosenford Road. That's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. So I should have looked at the stop names before. But here we've got I don't know what it's called. I didn't look at it. I think it's called Kaleidoscope. But I think that's part of the hospital, or used to be back in the day. The NHS Kaleidoscope. They're part of Lucian Hospital. I believe once we cross this road, we're basically in Lucian anyway. Because it should be SE13 now. So yeah, we're very close to a halfway point. Our halfway point is literally around the corner from here. And just little independent cafes and stuff on this side of the road. On the other side, you can see a giant Tesco. Well, it's a Tesco Express, so it's a smaller one. But it's quite a big one for a smaller Tesco. That's because here it's quite a busy area. So that's why it's like this. So I think the next road is Mount Pleasant Road or something like that, Mount Pleasant Hill. I'm not too sure of the name of the road. But when we see it, we'll let you guys know. So yeah, here they have like foreign exchange shops and stuff like that as well. I know there's a Nigerian one around here because I've seen it before. Nigeria and Nigerian people are known for being quite community-based and helping out people who are living in foreign countries, because like, I've noticed everywhere I've been so far, there's always been at least one Nigerian person, and Nigerian people, they give back to their community. Here's Lewisham Youth Theatre. Whether it's still open or not, I don't know. We've got a Lewisham church here. I think it's 7-day Adventary Church, and then the next bus stop is coming up. Right there. Anyways, I'm not fully out of breath, but I'm sighing a little bit because I'm getting a little bit tired. So, where you see those two cars parked there, we're going to walk through there. Because it's easier to get to where we're going. So I think this is Mount Pleasant Road or something like this. Yeah, Mount Pleasant Road. As you see, the buses here go towards Blackheath, Deptford or New Cross. Okay, so the next stop will be Lewisham Hospital. If you go this way, it leads to Forest Hill and Ladywell. Alright. So Lewisham Station is not too far from here, but it's still a bit of a walk. Probably like a 15-minute walk if you walk to Lewisham Station from here. But Lewisham Hospital is right next to us. Where you see that flashing light there, that's Lewisham Hospital. That's I think that's Lewisham Park, where the estate is there. All this building for a long time, it's all part of Lewisham Hospital. It goes quite a long way down the road. Basically, when you first enter Lewisham, all the way until where the fire station is, that's basically all Lewisham Hospital. It's a very massive building. A lot of people are born here. A lot of people, there's a massive influence, because I remember back in I think it's 2010 or 2016, they were trying to close it down. But when they were trying to close it down, because it's like a key area for lots of different people in this area, there's a huge protests. So lots of people didn't agree with it. So here is Lewisham Hospital stop, I believe. Yep. Yeah, this is a key area for lots of people from all over, from places like who live in like the boroughs, only like the boroughs of Greenwich, Bromley, Bexley and Suffolk. This is a huge area for them. Obviously Bexley has another one in Sidcup. I believe Queen Mary's Hospital or something like that in Sidcup is can serve them, but going from like Greenwich and Bromley areas, like Farnborough I guess could possibly serve Farnborough Hospital, or what's it one, Princess Royal University. But Suffolk, they're basically all in southwest in Suffolk. Yeah. We've got the massive sign. I think this is welcome to University Hospital Lewisham. I feel like Lewisham gets a lot more of a bad reputation than it actually is, to be honest. Like, I don't really think Lewisham's that bad. So once we get to like Belmont Hill, that's basically leaving the main part of Lewisham and going to Blackheath. It's starting to get a bit dark now, so I wonder if it's like 3 o'clock, 3:10. I don't know what the time is. I haven't checked the time for a long time. This is a Lewisham Register Office, so if you're born here or die here, you can register birth or death here. I don't know if the register has to be born in the hospital or if it's just if you live in the borough. I don't know how it works, but I'm sure someone, if I research online, I can find out. But I can just ask someone, they can explain it to me. So we're almost approaching the next stop already quite quickly. It's not like there stops in Catford. A lot of people are standing right by the bus stop though. It's going to be a bit awkward. I think this is Lewisham Park stop. And yeah, it's Lewisham Park. The next stop I think is Lewisham Fire Station. So Lewisham Fire Station is not too far. So we've been past the Lewisham Hospital, we've walked past the halfway point. So that's good, we've walked past there. Basically fine now. We're basically flying to go the rest of the way. I'll be honest, when it gets to Blackheath I'm a little bit lost, because I know when you get to like near Greenwich Park it turns right, and as it gets to the roundabout it turns left again. I think you keep going straight down that road and turn left again, but I'm not too sure. On Woolwich, I know it, from Woolwich up and there to there. So as you see, Lady Rail Station is not too far from here if you turn on the next left, and Hillyfields I think is in Brockley. So Hillyfields and Lady Rail are close to Lewisham and Crofton Park for us who want to work in those areas, even New Cross and Deptford. Traffic enforcement cameras, as you can see, so shouldn't be speeding around this area, as you see lots of police. There's a fire brigade as well, further down. Our church, a bit like a cemetery, but it's not a full-on cemetery, I don't think. It's like more like a burial ground. We've got a deep blue bathrooms. I don't know what it was. I thought it was something else. My hands are starting to get a bit stiff. If you turn left onto this road up here, this road leads towards like Ladywell and Crofton and that. So if you turn left up here, that's where it leads to. But if you keep going straight, it keeps going towards the Lewisham Shopping Centre and the Lewisham Shopping Centre and towards Blackheath and Greenwich. When we get to the next stop, we're going to take a break and then we carry on the walk. So you see Lucian fire stations across the road there. Each area has like a fire brigade anyway. And down there is Ladywell. So usually there's a bus stop right there, right in front of us. I'm going to carry on walking until the next crossing. And I'm going to set the time. If it's not fully gone yet, there's another more of these here. But if the time, depends on what time it is. But if it's almost 4, I might carry on. If not, take a break. As you see, this is Lucian Fire Station. The 54 doesn't stop here. So it's the one further down. And yeah, that's Lucian Fire Station there. Where the 54 actually stops. We're going to cross here because I'm going to take a little break, get something to eat, and then I'll carry on once I finish eating. But I see the sky's getting dark, so I reckon we'll get to like maybe Charlton or finishing. I also need to check my battery percentage, time, and everything like that. The bus just goes straight ahead. When we finish eating, we'll come back up here and continue the route from where we left off. From here, we'll end it here, and we'll continue from here when we come back. So continuing from where we left off, we've got like a plant-based store, an Oriental market as well. So here when they say Oriental, it usually means like East Asian food. It can mean Southeast Asian food as well. So, but usually they're like quite pricey. It's this Longdon store. The next stop is I believe it's Solution Centre, the next stop. My voice is gone a bit funny because I'm just eating. Every time I eat junk food, my voice just goes a bit like this. But anyways, this came from Taco Bell there. I keep needing to clear my throat as well. From Taco Bell. I reckon we'll at least make it to Blackheath. It is starting to get a bit dark now, as you can see, the sky. But it's not as busy as I thought it would be at this time. It was a lot busier earlier. I thought it would be a lot more busier than this, but it's not, because right now it's basically rush hour. Excuse me for clearing my throat. Basically, if you turn kind of diagonal, like northwest, Blackwall Tunnel, central London and Maidstone. So we're going to be crossing at the roundabout. There's like a weird like pyramid-shaped roundabout near here, right at, by Lucian High Street. As well, if you turn northwest, go to New Cross, Deptford, Greenwich, Blackheath and Lee Green. It says northwest, but it's more northeast to be honest. Because Lee is when you get to the end of Lucian High Street, turn right. That basically leads into Lee. It's Lee High Road. I thought there's an afters there as well, but it's closed already. So here is basically near, very close. This is the roundabout I'm talking about here. I say it's shaped a bit like a pyramid, but it's not, but I guess you know what I mean. This is Molesworth Street. Molesworth Street is one side of the Lucian Centre. The Lucian Centre is the main shopping hub or main shopping centre for everyone in Lewisham. What we're going to be doing is when we're crossing here, we're crossing back around to walk that way. We could have just walked straight down the other side of the road, but like I said, I'm making it as accurate as the bus route as possible. The bus turns through that little gap there. Luckily, Lewisham, most of the crossings here are safe. One thing I do have to say about, I think it might not be footpaths in certain parts of Blackheath. That's okay. Here's both a cycle path, so cyclists and pedestrians can cross here together. I think that's a solution because a lot of cyclists don't even follow the highway code, to be honest. Look, see, you've got another 47 going down there. 47 comes quite regularly. Around here it's always stuck in traffic anyway, so there's not really anywhere any car can really go, to be honest. But it's always full of traffic here. Like roundabouts meant to help with congestion, but here it just causes it. Here's another, that's the BL bus, I believe the Baker Loop bus, over there. So BL1 goes from Lewisham town centre to Waterloo station. Might be empty here, but I can bet you as soon as we get onto the that was Holloway there, or Holloway. But as soon as we get back onto the high street of Lewisham, it's going to be so busy, hectic at this time. To get to the next stop as well, we're going to the one that's furthest down. It'll take a while to do that. And when I say the furthest down, I mean the furthest of the furthest. Because some of it are nearer to this end, that one's nearer towards like Lewisham Clock Tower. We won't be going directly past Lewisham Clock Tower, but we will be going close to it. So when I say we will be going close to it, it's like between the bottom of Lewisham High Street and Belmont Hill and Lehigh Road. It's like a junction. It's near there somewhere. I can't believe how dark it's gotten so quickly. Took like a 20-minute break from doing this. Come back and it's almost pitch black, but on camera it looks lighter. So yeah, this is the earliest stop, but that's not the one we want. We want the one furthest down. So the one furthest of the furthest down. I think like there's 75 and some other buses stop here. But the one we want is right by outside the Lewisham Centre itself. The Lewisham Centre is so busy. It's gonna be a long route. I actually want to ride that bus to BL1. Never taken it before, but it basically follows the 136 from Lewisham. But obviously it's like a shuttle bus, so it doesn't stop at every stop. It kind of only stops at certain stops, and so it kind of makes the journey a lot more smoother, a lot more quicker. Whether we make it to Woolwich on time before my batch runs out, who knows? But I think we'll make it at least to Charlton. If we make it to Charlton, then that's alright. We can continue the rest tomorrow. But yeah, I've got to show you guys the McDonald's here. There's a TK Maxx up there, H&M. And there's lots of a market, like there's a whole market in the Lewisham market. Apparently that ought to be closed down as well, but a lot of people rely on the market for their business and stuff. But as you can see, that green sign in front of us is the Lewisham Centre, Lewisham Shopping Centre right there. But like here, usually there's mainly what I see as fruits and vegetables. But I know some people sell clothes, some people sell other things. Some people sell fish and stuff. Some people sell meat. Or used to. Yeah, so lots of fresh fruit and produce you can buy around here. So here we go, we almost made it to Lewisham Shopping Centre. We're going to have to cut across the market to get to the bus stop. So here's probably the easiest entry. See, people sell clothes and stuff there. Another market down there. So, and yeah, they've got some free place down there. And I didn't mean to cut in front of someone by accident. It's just a bit busy. So here, as you see the 54, there's a Lucian Centre, and that's just stop here. So from here we're going to be carrying on straight. The bus stop apparently is closed, but people still waiting here, so I think it's fully closed. But buses here go towards Blackheath, Greenwich or Lee Green. So we're going to carry on straight this way. If you don't take this side of the market, and you take the other side of the market, like if you go that side of the market, that leads towards like Greenwich and Deptford and New Cross, and also Lucian Clock Tower. But if you keep going straight, got a lot here. Yeah, if you keep going straight, it goes towards Blackheath. As you can see, this is Lewis Grove, SE13. If you keep going straight, yeah, it leads to Blackheath. At the end of this road, if you turn right, it leads to Lee. So, yeah, I know certain people couldn't travel safely around those kind of areas back in the 90s, but now, and 80s as well, but now it's okay. So what we're doing here, we're just going straight across. Just lots of express nails, hair salons, beauty shops, restaurants, more hair shops, I guess. Now what I'm thinking is Belmont Hill, that one there, or that one there. I think it's the one straight across. Straight for. It hasn't got a long journey from start to end, but I don't know what the route it takes because both destinations seem quite close. I think it's better to cross here or cross there. I don't think there's any traffic lights. So yeah, straight ahead of Belmont Hill. Next stop's not too far from here. So yeah, made it here. Belmont Hill, still SE13. We're going to be going into Blackheath. They've got some Lebanese food here as well. I didn't see the name of the restaurant because I kind of just sped past it. Didn't take it all in. But we're going up a bit of a hill now. This next stop's quite busy, but I'm thinking though for this time of day, it's rush hour right now and it's still quite empty. Usually it's always jam-packed. It's not jam-packed today though. So I believe that's also the same name of the stop as well. I'm not too sure, but we're about to find out. Lockmead Road is the name of the stop. So from here we're just going to keep going straight until we reach Blackheath, to be honest. And I've still got quite a lot of battery percentage left. I reckon we can make it all the way until Woolwich. But it just might be a bit dark, that's all. I really need to start doing these a lot earlier in the day, especially ones that are long routes like this. But to be honest, we're almost there now. We've got 2 more areas to go through after we leave here. So right now we're basically leaving Lewisham. We're still in it, but we're leaving it. This is just some long road. I know it's got a red stop named like the squirrels along the way. I'm actually getting out of breath because I'm walking up the hill, but I'm walking a bit fast because I want to try and finish it as quickly as possible before it starts to get too dark and I get lost. I didn't realise there was a going uphill on this journey. I thought it was a flat road, but it's in the name, isn't it? Hill. And it's cold. It's very cold still. But just because it's cold, it doesn't mean just because it's cold, it doesn't mean that like you don't feel hot when you walk for a while. I can see a bus stop on the opposite side of the road, so I'm hoping there's one on this side of the road as well. It's gonna be a long, long hill to walk up, man. Let's go. I was trying to motivate myself. I know the 108 also comes up here. 108's got a long journey too. Goes from, I know it goes from Lucian to Stratford. I think it goes outside Westfield. I'm not sure. Honestly, though, this is good exercise. This is what I need. My fingers are freezing, getting what people call frostbite, but not literal frostbite. Just circulation in my fingers. Feels like it's stopping. Like, you know, you get that stiff, what's it called? Pins and needles. Yeah, like that. So, right to the next stop, which is the Squirrels. I don't think it was this near. So all the buses here go towards Blackheath 89 and N89. Since N89 and 89 also come down this road, and there's quite a few buses that serve it. Still on Belmont Hill, it's gold for some reason, so I guess that's got something to do with being, well, excuse me for sighing or whatever you call that. It's just, I'm out of breath and tired. So we walked all the way from Elmers End to here. So walking all the way from Elmers End to here, it hasn't been that bad actually. It feels like quite a pleasant journey. Because even when you get to Catford, it seems like quick. You're through Catford quick. Bellingham in it for a while, Beckenham in it for a while. Elmers End only shortly. Blackheath is only shortly as well. So as long as I can get to Charlton, we're alright. Charlton isn't too bad or too far away. Charlton, thank you. Charlton is not too far from here. Yeah, that's a thank you to that woman because she moved out the way. A lot of people just walk into you. Before anyone gets on me by saying that woman, I don't know her name, so I'm not gonna say it. Even if I did, I wouldn't even say. Because a lot of people are very sensitive nowadays, so you have to be careful what you say. Because a lot of times it gets taken out of context to mean something that you didn't actually say or mean. So feels a bit haunted around here. I think there is a cemetery near here anyway. If there is a sign, I can't see what that sign says, but you might be able to see it on camera. As you can see how dark it is now. Get in there. It's very, very dark. Let's see. It's 108. Got an itch on my foot, but I can't really stop walking right now. But there's a church you can see there. There's some signage here. It's not clear what it says, but I'm just going to assume it says welcome to Blackheath, even if we're not in Blackheath yet. But I recognise this road because I believe the other side leads to Hither Green. So really, you can really just walk it from Lucian to here. It's not that far. So yeah, I'm going to basically say, even if we're not, I'm basically going to say we're in Blackheath now. I'll check the next side road that we go past. because I believe this is like Blackheath Community Centre or something. I don't know what it's called. We're approaching another stop here. So we're still in the London Borough of Lewisham. I can't see the name of the bus stop, so we try the other side. This is St Margaret's Church. I think it says Brandon Road or something like that. So going towards North Greenwich, Shooters Hill or Woolwich. They're all very close to Blackheath. So yeah, I'm basically gonna class this as Blackheath from now on. We'll base it on that road. That's the how many 54s? There's one behind us, but I'm not sure how many 54s I say we will see. I don't remember how many. I think we got to 5 or 6, right? I remember seeing one in Beckenham. Well, I was end, I mean. Yeah, one in Beckenham, 2 in Bellingham. I think we saw 4 or 5 so far. I'm just gonna count it as 7th, even if I'm inaccurate. You guys just tell me how many have gone past. Because I lost count. After I took a break, I lost count. I don't know, I think I said I saw 6 before I took a break, but I'm not sure. So if I did say 6, this is the 7th one. If I didn't, then correct me. So another church around here. Obviously Blackheath, London Borough of Lewisham, SE3, and then you've got another church there as well. It's probably gone 4 o'clock by now because we've been walking for quite a while. It's not really that hilly from here. It's going downhill more of. So Blackheath is under both Lewisham and Greenwich. So they share a border and boroughs. Oh, something shot from my head. I don't know what it was. There's lots of trees. There's another 5G tower. But Greenwich is known as well. Borough of Greenwich. Got another red telephone box there as well. Next time, remind me to start these things at least no later than 12 o'clock. There's a line bikes just parked there. Got my words mixed up then. And yeah, this is Lee Terrace. Lee Terrace and Hither Green are very close to here. They're on the other side of that side road, Lee and Hither Green. The Glebe. And there's a Glebe in Coney Hall. I don't know the one here. So we're not too far from Blackheath Station now. That lamppost looks like a moon on my phone, but it's not. It's funny how it's no longer grey, it's actually blue, darker. But the sky's actually blue when it gets dark. Thought it was just grey clouds the whole entire time. Okay, count that's 8th now, 8:54. I said 15 or 16 we'll see. There's still Lee Terrace, another gold one. I need to slow down when talking because I keep getting my words mixed up. About to call gold the glow. I guess it is glowing gold. Yeah, someone's got some nice Christmas decoration lights up there. Nothing too fancy or over the top and nothing too simple, just decorations. Nice. I haven't seen any decoration or street lamps, but maybe, as everyone says, cost of living crisis. Companies can't afford it anymore. Again, the Glebe, again, that's another one. I'm going to have to say that's 9:54. We've seen so many 54s. 54 is just coming past, like, that's the third one we've seen, and we just started re-walking our route. Okay, you know what, keep it, forget how much I say, just say, since I've taken my break and restarted, just the third one I've seen, just carry like that. Because I kept track before my break, just the third one I've seen. since I restarted in the space of like 15 minutes. That road there is Long Terrace. I have to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost there. Behind us is down there. Back into Lucian, but we're out of Lucian now. We've got 2 more areas to get through. Can we do it in time? If it gets too dark, I might just go back home, but if it's not too dark, it's alright. Trying to catch my breath there. You can see my shadow. I'm walking like I'm about to collapse. It's taken about 5 minutes to get to the next bus stop from the last one. For my last bus stop. I'm not sure what it is. 188 is coming quite regularly as well. Blackheath Hospital towards North Greenwich. Shooters Hill or Woolwich again. So yeah, we're going to be going close to Greenwich Park, like right outside Greenwich Park. I'll honestly you right now. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys right now. It's quite hard to see any signs properly in this dark, but with restrictions in Lee Park, no through route to Lee High Road, all 5 vehicles. But walking this route is not too bad really. Like on the map, it looks really, really long, but when you actually walk it yourself, it actually doesn't feel as long as it actually looks. Because I reckon we've been walking for about 2 hours, and I reckon it's going to take at least 1 more hour to our final destination. And 1 hour from here is not too bad, to be honest. Might be even quicker. Might take like 45 minutes. Depends. One is just a lot of long roads that it follows. I believe our next stop is Blackheath Station, and then the Royal Standard after that. So yeah, if we go right, that leads towards Lee and Hither Green. We're not turning right, we're going to be turning left, or it's more kind of straight. I don't know what you really call it. It's more of a bend on the road, to be honest. But yeah, we're not going right, we're going straight. So that's another SL bus there, I believe. There's the SL4 that goes from Grove Park to Canary Wharf. It's not a long journey, but it actually stops at almost every stop. It's not like the other SL buses, which are like shuttle buses. So now we're in like the main centre of Blackheath. Everything looks quite posh and stuff. We've got Foxton's estate agents there. I don't know if it's one of these stops where there's more than one bus or one stop, but here, Blackheath Station, made it there. So as you can see, going towards Charlton or North Greenwich. So carry on from yesterday where we left off before at Blackheath Station. We're going to be walking all the way from here to Woolwich for the final half of walking the 54 bus route. Here is Blackheath Hospital. Yesterday I came here, it was getting a bit dark, so you couldn't see everything clearly, so I actually got to a little bit further than the Royal Standard, but because it was dark, I just decided to come home, and my battery was getting low. So now we're redoing the route all the way until Woolwich. It's Christmas Eve today, so it's very busy around here. Merry Christmas. Yeah, lots of people advertising for leaflets and trying to like organise Christmas events. I guess this is Blackheath Station, so it's right there, the entrance. And also got Morrison's Daily, another entrance there as well. Walking past this quickly because I kind of went through it yesterday, so I'm not taking my time as leisurely as I was before. So yes, I was also saying that as you see, these roads are wrong way from where the traffic lights are, so buses on the way back comes from here, but on the way there it goes this way. That's the first 54 we've seen since we restarted our journey. I've got both, well I got to yesterday and Also, I'm now on the fundraising page, but after that, I might just stop here from Blackheath. I'm not too sure. I'll decide what I do when I finish the whole entire route. So yeah, just lots of little like small businesses, independent cafes, as well as high street shops and high street names like Holland and Barrett. That's not a cafe. Holland and Barrett is a natural pharmacy shop. Blackheath as well is split between Lewisham Borough and Greenwich Borough, but mostly within the Royal Borough of Greenwich, but it's partly in it's partly in Lewisham as well. But you can tell by the postcode, because the postcode for Blackheath, I believe, is SE3. Yeah, here we've got another Costa coffee. There's a Costa coffee everywhere, it seems. They've got like a fresh lifestyle bakery as well. It's very colourful, looks really nice there. Paragon, I mean. Didn't see that properly. And yeah, this is a pub, shrimp horses to do. As well, I could have taken the 380. I didn't realise it comes out here, I thought it was a 389. So here, yesterday I didn't realise there was a crossing right here. Because it was dark, so I walked straight past it. Because the way it's laid out, you see these bollards here, you wouldn't really, in the dark, it's not that obvious. It's not really that good, the lighting. So yeah, we're going to be turning right, we've already turned right, sort of, and you see the crossing's just a bit in the middle of the road, it's kind of like a mini roundabout in a way. But it is a roundabout, I guess. As there's lots of traffic coming from up there. I think up there leads towards Greenwich, because Greenwich Park is on the other side. We're going to see that a bit more clearly. Greenwich Park is really famous, in the Royal Park on the other side. There's like a Royal Observatory in Greenwich Park, and they have like a little thing you can do, have an observation deck. I think the Maritime Museum is inside Greenwich Park, if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm not 100% sure. And they have like I know near the other side of Greenwich Park they have like the Cutlass Arc. You can see the Millennium Dome from the highest point in Greenwich Park, and Greenwich was known for, basically this area was decided how like where the British time zone really is. So like that's why they call it Greenwich Mean Time, because it's within the area. But here it's Blackheath, it's not quite Greenwich yet, so we made it. Walking to the next stop. They see it's the Royal Standard, but and then we're going to carry on walking the rest of the route from here. So this part, as you can see, the bins are still in Lewisham, so we're not quite in Greenwich Royal Borough, Greenwich Borough yet. There's some older snack heath, older looking shops, vintage looking shops is a better word. There's no footpaths, so it's a bit muddy all around here. And in front of us you can see the Clarendale Hotel. God, it's not raining in this part here. So the Clarendon Hotel is, you can see it better at night time because it lights up, but that building in front of us is there. It's famous for something, but I'm not sure what. I'm just going to assume it's to do with the royal family, but I'm not too sure. And down there, that leads back into the centre of Blackheath. So when we get here, we're going to be turning left and right here, because it's so open, it feels very windy. Because here, I believe, it's called Blackheath Common, so all for just a giant green space, a few trees here and there. We're going to go for the middle so you can see it more. See 54 going down there on the way back, see it comes down this way, it doesn't come up here. But on the way, here it comes up this road and goes up there, on the way back it goes down that road there. It's the one way part. So yeah, I believe that's an SL4 bus. The SL4 bus goes from Grove Park to Canary Wharf, but it's one of the SL buses, which is less of a shuttle bus because it goes and stops at like almost every stop on the way to Canary Wharf. I see people here. People like to fly kites around here during the summer. It's about 5 degrees, but here's another church as well. The sunset behind us, if you see through the clouds as well, like that. It's not really a sunset, but the sun will be setting soon, so we need to try and crack on before it gets dark. We're approaching our next stop now. So here, that's the Clarendon Hotel. Clarendon Hotel, it's got both the English flag and the Union Jack, so both the English and UK flag up there. The red and white flag, as you can see from across the road, is the English flag. The blue, red and white one is the UK flag. You see inside of here the common, like you've come on Woolwich Park, where you see all those trees and stuff. It's around there somewhere. So that area, there's a giant park. I think it covers 4 areas. Here it says going towards Charlton or Greenwich. I think the 302 and the 380 terminate. I don't know where the 380 terminates, but I know the 202 terminates here. I think the 386 terminates here as well. Got to mention the stop name was the Clarendon Hotel. So yeah, we're going to be walking further up, and when we get to the next stop, we're going to be turning right after that. There's like a giant roundabout in the middle of it, so since there's a giant roundabout further up ahead, this stop and the next stop is a bit of a long walk, even though it's not that far if you're actually travelling by transport. As you see, there's a skyline you see from over there, the tall buildings in the background. I'm not sure if it's too clear on camera. Another skyline there. Ages to get back to the bus yesterday. It took like an hour for one to come. I think it terminates nearby. It was taking an hour. It must have been an accident or something. Yeah, we came from down there and we travelled quite a distance already. This is a quick way of getting up here. A lot of people just cross through the fields. There's a little pathway, a little common as well. And that's behind us, I'm not sure which. That's 202. I think the next stop is the Royal Standard again, but I'm not too sure because Blackheath. 202 goes to Blackheath Royal Standard, but I'm sure we just passed the Royal Standard at the bottom, but maybe there's another stop with the same name at the top. The bus will come from other directions. We're going that way. I believe that's still into Blackheath, but I believe it leads to Charlton. Hands are really, really cold right now. Holding this, I need gloves, but I won't be able to feel the phone properly if I'm wearing gloves. This is all on Christmas Eve, guys. So I reckon from where we left off, it should take about, according to ChatGPT, it said it take between 45 to 55 minutes to walk the rest of the way. But I walk faster than average anyway, so it probably won't take that long to finish the rest of the route for this fundraising. So, but we're going to be doing this for every single bus in TfL, bus in London, and sometimes we're going to be going outside London, sometimes we're going to be going into places like Watford, sometimes we're going to places like Westerham, Redhill, Whiteleaf, Warlingham. So we're not always going to stay in London, sometimes even Slough. Slough is quite a way out of London, to be honest. It's not like just on the outskirts like Watford and Whiteleaf and that. See, there's lots of wildlife here. I believe there's like swans in the pond over there on the other part of the common. There's a giant green space. What is this green space? Yeah, we came from all the way back down there. Right up here. Not too far. I think the time is just gone 3 o'clock. So by the time it gets to like 4, I feel like we'll finish no later than 10 past 4. But I might get a little bit lost because I'm not sure from the route from this part on. I know a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure of it. Let's see the bus. There's a bus behind us, see if it makes it to stop before us, or if we make it there first. But it's not the 54. Anyone has come past so far since we've restarted our journey, and since we restarted our journey, we haven't been walking for too long to make it this far. So, just thinking. There's another historical site we need to mention at the top of this walk towards the road. There's a crow here. There's another one on the other side. There's lots of wildlife around here, lots of different birds. might look like litter in the distance, but they're not litter, they're actual animals. As we're approaching here, as they go right, leads into Dover and Kent, Bexley Heath, which is still in London, and Woolwich, which is where we'll be heading. And going left leads towards London and Greenwich, central London and Greenwich. So right now, you might be able to see in the distance, there's like a little round thing, I don't know what it is, but it's got some sort of historical significance, that's why it's there. I'm sure this area also played a key part in World War II. I'm getting a bit sniffly because it's cold. There's a bit of block here. I don't know what's going on here, I'm just going to try and avoid that as much as possible. So Prince Charles Road, we're going to be going straight across that way there. We need to cross here. It was quite busy here yesterday, but today it's not so bad. And where we came from all the way down there seems so far away, but it's not that far. As you can see, it's only taken 4 or 5 minutes to get from here, there, the bottom of here to here. We're almost at the top. As you see down there as well, it's also quite busy. Because no one's going to stop around here, so I just literally let them know I was going to cross. I put my hand up, I was like, I don't care, I'll walk. Just walk quickly so I don't get run over, because that road never stops coming with traffic. So we made it to the next stop. As you can hear, the wind's very, very strong right here. Everything just feels really icy and cold. But we're still doing this. Usually I'm sweating by now. We're like 5 minutes into the journey, but I don't think I'm going to be sweating today. So we've seen 254s on the other side. I've only seen one on this side so far. We're at the next stop. And as you see the historical thing on the opposite side of the road, that's what I'm talking about earlier. So it's taken about 7 minutes to reach a stop, just under 7 minutes, because right now my phone's saying 6 minutes 38 and counting. At Maze Hill stop, so we're walking towards the next one now. When we get to the top here, we're going to be turning right. I believe Maze Hill and Westcombe Park are somewhere in that direction or in that direction. When I'm 100% sure, I'll double check about the train stations and the areas around here, and I'll put it online. Like when I edit the video, I'll let you guys know whereabouts they actually are, because I don't know myself. But I know they're nearby here, like Shooters Hill as well. There's another place called Shooters Hill that's near here. Wonder how I got his name. My hands are getting cold, so cold. I don't know if I should do it with my left hand or my right hand. He's warming up now. Yeah, there has important historical significance. I'm not sure what it is, but we can find out when you look online. So we're going to cross the road twice, once here and once again, because we're going to be turning right down there, in that direction down there. We're on the opposite side of the road. There's no like a green man or anything, so since there's no green man, you're just gonna have to wait until the lights go red. So, honestly, I'm not good at holding the phone with the left hand, so I might swap back actually. My hand's freezing. Barely any cars coming this way, so let's cross it. This is one way up, and then the bus comes on the one and turns off into like Kidbrook area. where it starts to look a bit like countryside down there, but it's not. We're going towards Blackheath still. I'm not sure the name of the next stop. I think that the last stop, I'm not sure if we mentioned the name, I think it was Charlton Road, I'm not sure. But yeah, from here it's basically just a straight journey from now on until we reach Woolwich. We get to Woolwich, there's a few turnings and stuff. Hopefully, since we're going to be going back into civilization with buildings and stuff, hopefully it feels a bit more warmer. Right now, it's surrounded by grass and trees. It was nice to look at, very therapeutic. There's London Cyclist Network is part of here as well. But I feel like these roads are quite dangerous to cycle down because the car's speed's quite fast. Because you're allowed to. I wonder if there's like a marsh or ditch or pond inside there behind it, because it kind of looks like there is. Or maybe it's just a hill. It might be a bit of both, I'm not sure. Too many different types of shrub to realise, but yeah, so it's really cold. Like you can hear it, keep my nose sniffling. That's not me having the cold, that's the cold. So excuse my sniffling on this journey. Usually I'll cut out if this happens, if I sniffle, but no, not this time, because it is, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's very cold today. There's a little crossing if you come from the other part as well, so you can walk through here and walk through there, get to the other side. I haven't had any lunch yet, so my reward will be lunch when we finish doing this journey. So I feel like it'll be a good reward for us. Don't know what I'm going to eat, but I definitely think I need something warm. So I can see the next stop we're approaching, and I believe that's the next stop where I need to get to. I think the bus comes up the side there, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a car park. Maybe it turns off down there on the other side. Who knows? But yeah, we're here on, I don't know the name of the road, so we need to give it a look. Here on Vanberg Park. Did I say it? Vanberg Park. I wonder if the 53 goes the other way. I assume it goes towards Greenwich or Bexley Heath, but I don't know. Keep seeing quite a lot of 53s. It seems to be the most popular bus around here. It doesn't feel like we've walked that far, because getting from top to bottom of Blackheath to here, it only took like 5 minutes. But here it's taking like 7. Even though this one feels nearer, but I guess we did wait at traffic lights for a little bit. But I noticed a lot of traffic lights around here don't have like a green man to tell you to go on, and I've noticed that in quite a few places. I didn't realise a lot of London was like that. I knew outside London it was a bit like that, but not here, because here is a busy area. So the other road, if you take the right, goes down here. So I'm not sure it leads to, but it's emergency access, to not obstruct, as you can see the road sign. From here on, I think we're just going to be going straight. I'm not too sure where Charlton starts and ends, but we'll let you know when I think we're there. So here, this is Vanbrugh Park. I think it says Beaconfield Road. Got a 202 behind us. See, that's the second one we've seen so far. One's already terminated properly. So yeah, from here it's just a straight road. We're going to come across a roundabout, we're going to have to turn left, but we kind of go straight, sort of, still. I know my battery when I started was 100%, I don't know what it is on now, but I'm sure we'll finish the journey because it should only take 45 minutes, and I'm sure my phone can last that long. It must have the one either terminated as we saw earlier, or on its way back, or maybe it was already terminated before the other one in front of us got there. And it comes to the 202. As you see, it's not as busy as it was. Lucian was empty yesterday, but today Lucian was quite busy. Blackheath is not as busy as it was yesterday. Blackheath was busier yesterday. Yesterday it was kind of like they swapped roles. So now I feel like the stops are quite far apart. So to walk all this distance is going to take a long time. To walk all this distance, so, I'm not too sure how far they are away from each other. I know it's going to take a while. I think from now on it's going to be like a 5-minute walk between each stop. Yeah, I can see the roundabout. We're going to be turning left when we get to the end of this road. So I see one on the opposite side, so it must be quite close. I think there's one as soon as we turn directly left, it's there. Some sort of special house there. Yeah, from here on I don't really know the area too well, to be honest. Like, I've been through it, but I haven't really gone through here too often. Like, I know once we get to Woolwich, but in between Blackheath and Woolwich I never really walk through there. I think it's just a long road, and after that we'll eventually arrive in Woolwich, and that's when the next bend is, but it's basically just straight roads from here on. There's one part where I'm not sure if you have to keep going straight or turn left as well, but we'll figure it out when we get there. This road's quite narrow, so it's a bit difficult to overtake people who walk a bit slower than you do, so I'll just be patient. Yeah, down there, I'm not sure where that leads to. That leads to, I guess that leads maybe back into Blackheath and other parts, maybe towards Lee and Grove, Park and Hither Green, those areas maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, here's a roundabout where we need to turn left. So, as you see, this is the end of the Royal Bar of Greenwich, Vanbrugh Park, SE3. So yeah, we turn down here. I'm not sure what's down there, but it's kind of weird. We turn down here and back there, but over there's like Asian restaurants and stuff. I'm not going to say specifically because I don't know which type of Asian restaurant it is, but I would assume East Asian, or at least Southeast Asian. So the next stop approaching here, we're going to have to turn right again, so it's not going straight down. I don't think any bus goes straight down, but we're going to be turning right back onto that road. Then let's see if this is the Royal Standard stop or not. I'm not sure the name of this stop, but we're about to find out. Yeah, this is a Blackheath Royal Standard. I believe the 202 terminates somewhere near here. So, as you see, we've been in Blackheath now. We're going into Charlton soon. We'll be walking. So, I didn't realise 108 actually goes straight ahead, but the 54 doesn't. I think another bus comes from around there as well. I'm not sure which bus it is. So, we're going to be walking straight back on that road. From there, just straight. Charlton Road. So we've made it to our third borough, so that's how you know in the final stretch, because Woolwich is in Greenwich, I believe. I don't know there's any tiny parts of it that are in Bexley, but I know it's in the Greenwich borough, Woolwich. And right now the wind is so strong. This is where the 202 must terminate. I think the 202 terminates here. I'll come around the other side there, that side there. But that's Blackheath Blackheath Royal Standard for the 202 terminating. So you can see it says a light point only. Buses terminating here, buses must not stand here, and it's tail stop. I'm not sure where it stands, but because it doesn't make any sense, I feel like it should stand there. Otherwise, it'll just be blocking traffic, so I don't know. But if you see the 54 on the next stop, we're going in the right direction. Here, just a long road from now on. When I say long road, I mean it's so long, like it takes forever to get down long. It's a nice name, Invicta Road. I think it's ZN there. So, actually it's not as far as I thought it would be. I was thinking that the walk would be a lot longer than this. So, like, you're almost, I say we're about almost 3/4 of the way on the journey. And we'll make it there almost. So here, this is a Blackheath Royal Standard with a 53 and 54 stop as well. I believe the 54 and the 53 share a lot of the same route until they reach Woolwich, but I don't know if they go apart around different parts, because the only part of 54 I know where it doesn't go or share with any other bus journey is where in Beckenham it turns off, and the 354 turns off to go towards like Ravensbourne, and 54 goes straight. That's the only part I know where it doesn't share any bus route. See, it's a bit more quiet now, it's not as lively as Blackheath. There's a dual carriageway. This is a bridge for a dual carriageway. It doesn't feel like it, but you can hear it. So you can see down there the dual carriageway. I'm not sure it leads. I believe that way it leads towards Lewisham or Deptford. Right around that area. I believe that way leads towards Bexley Heath. But I'm not 100% sure, so if I'm wrong, correct me. I think the bus even goes down that road as well. Here you can see some Burberries. I don't think these ones are edible. I know the orange ones, some of the orange ones are, but you have to cook them, but the other ones aren't. So I believe we're officially in Charlton now. I see the road's changed to SE7. So as you can see here, we're not going down here, I'm just seeing the road. So you can see the road, so Eastcombe Avenue, A7, London Borough of Greenwich. So I believe we're in Charlton now. Although I didn't see any like welcome to Charlton sign or anything. Like, I saw a welcome to Bellingham sign in Lewisham, and I saw welcome to Beckenham Town Centre in Beckenham. That's the part I'm thinking now. When you go for Bellingham and Catford, because they share the same postcode, I don't know what to label it, because Catford Police Station is right next to Bellingham, but even past Catford Police Station there's like Bellingham Catford bus carriage. Which is it? Maybe I should just label it as both, I don't know. And from here we're just going to walk straight until we can't go straight anymore. I think the road will be turn left next. I believe it's close to Plumstead, but at least close to Plumstead Road. So Plumstead's not too far from here. Charlton as well. Charlton, I believe it has a steep hill. I don't know if the 54 goes up the hill or if it's the 122, but one of them goes up a steep hill near Charlton somewhere. But I know one of them goes into Eltham and Lee, I think. It doesn't go through those areas. The sky's getting darker, so I reckon it's about 3:30 now. The funny thing is, on camera it still looks light even when it's dark. I'll go to a Plumstead station, the 53. I know it goes the other way. So it goes straight for Woolwich, Welling and Bexley Heath. This area, I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever actually been to it. I think this is like my first time actually going through it, but as you can see there's like an international food market there. most of the shops are closed today because it's Christmas Eve. So usually they'll be open at this time, but because it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, a lot of shops close a little bit at that time. We're close to approach the next stop. The next busy area will be at Endpoint near Woolwich. The funny thing about Woolwich, the demographic of it has changed. Like, we've been to two areas where there's quite a high amount of ethnic minorities there, and they've been labelled sometimes like by certain people as like the little Caribbean or the little Nigeria because of there's so lot of people from those places live there. So yeah, this is I don't pronounce it. I believe it's Sham Body and Soul Boutique Spa. Between here and Woolwich, I don't know any of the stops until we get to Woolwich, so I can't tell you what's ahead. This is one part of London I'm not too familiar with, but I know places in between there. So this is Wincliffe Road, or Winecliffe Road, how I pronounce that. Oh, the bus will go to Bexley Heath Shopping Centre from here, 422. So this is Blackheath Rockery Club, so we're close to Blackheath, but just about in Charlton. Lots of churches we've been through so far. Different types. I think we've been to a Seventh-day Adventist church, Pentecostal church, Methodist church. I'm not sure if we've gone through any Catholic churches, but around here, lots of churches. There's another thing you'll find if an area has a lot of ethnic minorities living there, there'll be a lot of churches. Back in the day, this area used to have a reputation for not being safe for certain people to be around, but now it's okay. It's only football hooligans really that cause trouble around here. But even here, it's still quite a peaceful place, Charlton. Don't really hear much about it. I can see a little hill in front of us. I hope it's not a steep one, but it seems okay. I think we're reaching almost the end of the road now, so we're like halfway down it basically. But it won't take too long to get that far through all of it. It's not as cold anymore. I just think that when we get to here, somewhere like here, more residential, a bit more suburban, that it'll feel a lot warmer. It does. Like, I don't feel hot and like sweaty like I did yesterday. I feel alright. Like, I feel my hands are no longer feel like ice. I feel like there's actually warmth around, even though it's cold. I didn't even notice when my hands started feeling like ice, but now I mentioned it again, my hands started feeling like it. Maybe it's because I was talking, my mind was distracted and I forgot. So that shows the power of your mind. Like, some people use the phrase, mind over matter. I guess that's what they mean by that. You can overcome challenges as long as you put your mind to it and try your best to achieve what you're trying to achieve. Sometimes that requires thinking outside the box, sometimes it requires doing things outside of your comfort zone, but if you really want it, you'll get there and you'll make it. So I've seen about 354s go the other way. I haven't seen any since we first started filming come this way anymore. I'm not 100% sure, but I see some houses there. I think we have to turn left. I'm not sure if we go straight. So I see the houses like by the traffic lights. I think the traffic lights because they're green. And plus the lampposts aren't on either, so it's easy to distinguish. Because sometimes in the dark it looks similar, like green and white light, it looks the same, like it's light green. Yeah, this is Maskell's Road. Just, I'm not sure if it's a end, but it's like a curvy road down there. We're definitely within Charlton right now, so it's like the main hub. Bus up on the other side as well. There's just a little parade of shops up here. This walk feels longer than the Blackheath to top of Blackheath, the common walk. It's very, very long. So here it's saying Woolwich Common and Pumps if you turn diagonally right, but we're going straight, we're not turning right. There are a lot of commons around here. Blackheath Common. I don't know if Greenwich Common actually counts or just Greenwich Park. We got Blackheath Common. Greenwich is the first place in South London before the Isle of Dogs, and I think Woolwich was also the first place in South London before the Isle of Dogs in East London. There's little pharmacies and stuff around here. Approach to the next stop. Some of these roads, it's not very clear that they're an actual crossing. That can be a bit of an issue sometimes. Yeah, approaching the next stop now, so fine. We've got there's a Baptist church, so lots of churches up there. We're somewhere down there. It's taken about just over 5 minutes to reach the next stop from here. So far we've only raised £10 doing these walks, so we've only just started and set up our fundraising page, so it will take time for people to pass the road and do it for good cause. So this is Charlton Way, Victoria Way. So as you can see all the buses here go towards Woolwich. So yeah, I did say near the traffic lights, near the end of the road, so I believe we turn left where you see that, or we just keep going straight. I'm not too sure. These walks are quite enjoyable really, and they're good exercise, they build up your stamina. When I first done this, I was always out of breath, like panting after about 25 minutes, half an hour maybe. Like, I'm used to doing 20-minute walks, but I guess because I walk quite quickly compared to the average person anyway, like my normal walking speed is quicker than an average person's normal walking speed, so maybe that's the reason why. Or maybe it's because I was going up hills, or maybe I felt like I was rushing these videos. No, I'm not too funny rushing, but sometimes I'm aware people will give me like dirty looks because they don't want to be filmed. Up there to the left somewhere is Charlton House, so if you take the next left, Charlton House is near there somewhere. If you take the next right, sorry, not the left, it's the next right. But to the left, you have like these estates and stuff around here. They're quite colourful, but they're on the hill. Reminds me of what's that place near Wimbledon? Like I forgot the name of it. Like Southfield, just like estates and Southfields like that. But on the hill, just all like that. Yeah, I believe here you don't go straight up, you go left, because I'm sure that's where the bus goes. I didn't take this bus before riding it because all the other bus routes I knew off by heart. So for this one, I knew up until Blackheath. So I have to watch a YouTube video to see where to go, which way is the right way, which way is not the right way. And yeah, if you go right, I'm not sure, but I believe that might lead to Plumstead, but I'm not sure. And if you go left, it leads to Woolwich. So it's kind of straight ahead because the road is kind of on a curve. So it's more like a straight ahead. We're not too far doing all our journey now, completing it. At this road, to see if it's changed its name or not. But still on Charlton Road. There's a bus stop on the other side, so there should be one on this side coming up soon, hopefully. So we're literally almost in Woolwich now, so it won't take too long. I think we've been walking for about 25 minutes, 35 minutes maybe. I didn't think any bus would go down that road, but it does. We're almost finished our route, which is good. Making good progress. Yeah, there's a bus which turned down there. I didn't realise anything turns down there, but I'm gonna cross here. So it's probably of some sort of historical significance, and there's a war memorial next to it. So here, I believe this is Charlton War Memorial. Probably the name of the next stop too. I don't know if we're meant to go straight down there or we're meant to go up here, but I believe we're meant to go straight through here. But if we're wrong, we can track back. We can always track back. So it's a long walk to finish this route. But we're almost there. You see, you got Charlton Express dry cleaners. There's someone past me going opposite way, and they're trying to. It looks like they're tailing me, but they're trying to rob me. There's not much my phone's going to get them, to be honest. Then we got a village pharmacy up there. So I haven't seen a bus stop on this side so far, so I assume there's none equivalent on the other side. So doing this fundraising page is great work. We've raised a little bit so far when we just started. Hopefully we can raise a lot more by doing these walks. Yeah, another co-op. And there's these like little residential houses and estates and stuff around there. And typical Londis. So we're gonna see if we're almost in the next area or not. It's a small international store, but I didn't show it. I walked past it on this side of the road. Got a chicken shop as well. Another Uber Eats is like Just Eat, or like if you're in Asia, Grab. Pizza Hut as well. So Just Eat is like basically you order food deliveries, and you can also get taxi with them. So if you're from Asia, that's what they usually equivalent of your Grab. So here we've got Charlton Village. I see the buses go towards Queen Elizabeth Hospital or Woolwich. So we're just going to be going straight for a long time. When we reach Woolwich, we need to turn right. We've gone past the second part, and I say we've completed at least 75% of our journey. I think we're at least done 3/4 of it. Near the very end of our challenge. So it won't take long. So I believe the bus stop I saw on the opposite side of the road earlier, I believe it has no equivalent. It's still on Charlton Park Road. I think it was changed to Charlton Park Road and not Charlton Road anymore. So yeah, we're still here. The sky is looking quite grey and dark, but we will finish the route before it goes like pitch black. I'm not sure that's equivalent to one we just went past, another bus stop approaching on this side of the road as well, but there's one on the opposite side of the road where you can see. Yeah, so there it's quite busy. A lot of people waiting to go back into other parts of Charlton or Blackheath or even further. I want to know, 53 goes from Chelmsford Common to Lambeth North. That's quite a far distance, to be honest. It's still all by the River Thames, I guess, but it's still long roads. It's a long road. Excuse me, I had a bit of a hiccup. Yeah, it's a very green road down there. Charlton Lane. These buses aren't too far apart. I think we'll do the 162 next from Elton to Beckenham Junction, maybe. I'm trying to think how continuous, because that's probably the nearest place to here from where we walk. So this is Charlton Park Road, as you can see, towards the same places still. The bins are back to being green and normal now. They're not blue like Lewisham bins. That's the iconic thing. Lewisham has blue round bins. Bromley has a mixture of bins. Bromley is usually green round bins as well as normal black and green ones. But Lewisham, almost all the bins are blue. Excuse me, getting sniffly again. It is getting a little bit colder, but I believe we're approaching Woolwich now. getting to Woolwich shouldn't take too long from here. I don't know what's down there. It looks like it's a train station or playing fields, but I'm not sure. But they're doing a lot of construction work up the whole of that road. I don't know what's going on around here. I wonder if any bus stops are closed because of what's going on here, because it's such a long section of road. I don't know what's happened to it there. Maybe, I think we're approaching like Woolwich Station or something, I'm not sure. I see an ending coming up. And we're not too far here, but I know if it is ending, we have to turn right when we get to the, can't go straight anymore. It goes like right, right, and then left again, and then left. Have people here parked on the pavement? I think you're allowed to. If you don't know what a pavement is, if you use American English, a pavement is a sidewalk. Just got hit by a leaf in the face. I need a drink because my mouth and my throat is starting to get a bit dry now. I'm out of breath, sighing. See, look what I mean, since Blackheath, we started in Blackheath Station, we saw 54, then every other bus has been passed at least 2 or 3 times, apart from the 54. But it's not even that far from, obviously the starting point is, but the end point isn't. So here, this is MacArthur Terrace, I don't know what postcode is, but it might be Woolwich, it might not be. We'll see it on the side road anyway. And of course. So yeah, here we're still in Tartan apparently, Guild Road. Just wondering what's here. I think there's a bridge or something. That's all collapsed down here. It's like a abandoned yard. And construction works up there. But luckily no bus stops are blocked off because of that, unless there's a hill and ride part. I don't think there's any hill and ride parts around here. I think there's a playing field behind it. So I think that might be like Charlton playing field or something like that. I'm not sure. But if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments below. Let me know on my fundraising page if you are able to comment. Just correct me, which people like. That's all I ask. So we're putting next stop. There's a little park here as well. There's an entrance coming through around the corner, around this bend. So now that we've got to here, yeah, this is another park. I don't know what it's called, but I believe there's a sign here telling you what it's called. I can't see it right here, but I'll tell you guys and leave it when I edit the video, because I can see it here on camera. Oh, here it is. It's Marion Wilson Animal Park. Welcome to Marion Wilson Animal Park. It's a good part of the Green Chain Walk, and also it's free admission. And then it has just information about like emergencies and stuff. So yeah, and down there, I don't know where that road leads to, but it leads to somewhere. It's been quite a fun walk actually. Lots of different things I've never seen before. Exploring an area I've been through, but never really been to. So yeah, it's quite fun to explore areas like that. Here, we've made it to the next stop now, which is Cemetery Lane, and it's also part one bus was turned off, but it'll still going towards the same places. So, continuing on from here, I think I can actually see Woolwich Town Centre. That building in the distance, I think it is. I've said that like 3 times, I've been wrong all times so far. I just know the neighbouring areas, but I don't know how big they really are. Like Greenwich is a massive area, so is Dulwich, so is Beckenham, so is Bromley as well. So it's hard to know when they start and end. And plus, not really being familiar with Charlton doesn't really help. I say that because no one's around. No one's gonna think I'm lost. There are a few people around, but it's not as busy as I thought it would be. But it's probably because everyone's enjoying it. Christmas Eve, if it was a normal day, people wouldn't be like that. So I just gotta look out for any postcode changes. It's still in Charlton apparently. So yeah, this is Flamsteed Road. Walking towards the next stop. Won't take too long. I know something like Plumpton Road, Burridge Road is the last stop, I believe. But I can see like a building right in front. I don't think there's a bend. I feel like that is actually Woolwich. I'm hoping it is. Maybe it's because Christmas Eve, that's why I'm not seeing as many 54s. Maybe that's the reason why. But all the buses have come past 3 times now. So I think if you're waiting here for 54, you've been waiting here for ages, like at least 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So I basically walked from Blackheath to here, and it's been quite a while. It's been at least 30 minutes. I'm surely a bus going 30 miles per hour would have caught up by now. I think in some parts it even goes 40 miles per hour, other parts it goes 20 miles per hour, but it should have caught up to me by now. And I've seen 4 go the opposite way, but I've seen none come this way since we first started, apart from that one. Cavici Gardens, if I pronounce it. Convinci Gardens, I don't know, I didn't see it clearly. I need to clear my throat, but I really just need a drink. I feel like I got something stuck in my throat, but I haven't. So we're going all the way from here. Next stop shouldn't take too long. I reckon it'll take about maybe another 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes until we at least reach Woolwich, or even to finish our journey. I think it might be a bend, I'm not sure. Also the 162, I don't really know that route either, to be honest, so I'm gonna look it up. I know it up until around Chislehurst and Mottingham, but after it gets to like, I think it's New Eltham, not Mottingham. When it gets to like New Eltham, I don't really know where it goes after that. All I know is it says one of the Greenwich University campuses. Yeah, I believe that tall white building is Woolwich in the background. So, I've almost made it now. Almost made it. Not too far to go. So here, Woolwich is an area where you easily get to Lewisham, Greenwich, Bexley Heath. Those are the main areas from there, and even central London, Hawkins Terrace. So I think the postcode for Woolwich is SE18, I think. So technically still in Charlton, but we're leaving it. After the stop, we're basically leaving it. We've got another small hill to go up. That small hill won't take long to walk up, but we're approaching our next stop now. So it's taken about maybe just under a 5-minute walk from here to the next one, and we made it to Woolwich Road. The off licence as well there. I realised, I think in this vision, the last one, I didn't really talk much about mental health, to be honest. And I feel like there's a lot more I could actually say. Looks a bit run down here. Another chicken chip shop. That actually looks clean on the inside. Roads getting a bit narrow and a bit not too clean, to be honest. I think we see a 54 go past us. Finally. That's the second 54 we've seen on this route. I'm not sure where it goes now. I see a hill. I'm not looking forward to walking up this. I hope it was 122 that had this hill, but no, it's the 54. I think this hill was a steep hill as well. Oh gosh. It's okay. I'm technically a mountain person anyway. I know it's not a mountain, but hills kind of like a practice in a way. The food down here smells really nice. What's up, pizza on that? There's look like a little field over there. And here, as the hill starts, you see it getting steeper and steeper. It's like Crystal Palace all over again, but the opposite way. Okay, the postcode's changed, so I believe we're in actually Woolwich now. This is a Hillypar Road, so I believe that's part of Woolwich. So yeah, we're in Woolwich, and 90% of the way there, I'll say. It's great news. I mean, if you take longer strides, you don't really feel it in your legs. Like big long strides. When we get to the Woolwich Centre, we're turning right. Woolwich is a very, very lively area. Woolwich, what do you call it? There's a lot going on for it. There's like a shopping centre, shopping area. It's always very busy. Right now, because people are probably doing their Christmas shopping. I'm just glad we left Charlton because I feel like I was in Charlton forever. I can see the next bus stop coming up, if I'm seeing correctly. Yeah, from here to there, it's not that far. Just pacing myself because it's a steep hill. We've almost completed our walk. We've been walking for like, I don't know how many minutes. There's a little estate down there as well. It looks like it's going to go flat again, or hopefully it's not a false hope. And a lot of these houses have like basement areas as well. Must not get a lot of sunlight in the winter time if you live in the basement part. And the snow time must be difficult. Not all the steps. Gosh. That went a bus stop. I thought it was, but it's not. But yeah, it does look like it's getting a bit flatter. MOT station, testing station. Let's test this around here. Abbey lots. Abbey Autos, sorry, I'm not a lot. Abbey Autos. I'm not dyslexic. Dyslexia is technically a learning disability. I didn't realise that. I thought it was a neurodivergent thing. Maybe it's both, I don't know. I heard different things, like it affects the way people think. Some people, I heard, like in others, it also words get jumbled up. It depends on which type they have. There's more than one, by the way they process information and stuff. I don't think we need to turn. I think we just keep going straight now. So we're almost at our final destination. That's a spa. I think the 122 goes down there. I recognise it somehow, but I'm not 100% sure. Thinking coming from here, the next stop is just across the road. We've been about 6 minutes so far, just waiting to cross. But I think the green man's about to turn on, so yeah. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. The rain's not heavy, but it's nearby. It's just a little bit, I mean. Because it's cold, it's actually helping. Other than my fingers feeling a bit ice numb, this walk hasn't been too long, and this walk has only taken a little while. We arrived at our next stop, and the next stop is Artillery Place. I didn't mention the second part of the bus stop because I couldn't see it, the writing was quite small, and plus someone was getting on the bus, but I'll put it in the description below. I edit the video and that. Just gonna keep walking straight until we can't go straight anymore. So at least we're in the final destination. Rushgrove Street. In our final destination, which is great. That means we're almost done. As you see, the sky's getting a little bit dark here. It's darker in real life than it looks on camera. So we're gonna start heading back soon. I didn't know the 380 came this far. But a single decker bus is quite busy anyway. I think we're going to be going past two Woolwich station stops. I think there's Woolwich station and Woolwich Arsenal station. I'm not too sure, but yeah, there's two Woolwich stations in this area, and we're going to be going past both, I think, or at least near both. And this is quite a straightforward route. It literally just goes along all the main roads you can basically go past. If you follow the main roads, you can't really get lost. I feel like this is the busiest bus route we've done so far. Like most of the other ones, they're a lot quieter, not as many people around, but this is going through inner London, so it's going to be a bit busier anyway. There's a Harvest Energy. I've never seen one of those apart from in the countryside. Never seen one of them in the middle of a busy area. I don't know if that's the factory or what used to be Woolwich Arsenal, I'm not sure. Yes. This is a new registration vehicle, I think, I'm not sure. I don't know, is that Belmont Prison? I don't know. I don't think it's a prison, it looks more like a housing estate, to be honest. But I wonder there's like a giant dome in there, wondering what it is. So it's got a bus up on the opposite side of the road. So we're approaching now. Where we're going is it's not too far from the end point. I say once we reach I think it's called Woolwich Centre, or it's the Woolwich Town Centre anyway. We've got about 10 minutes walk after that. We're finished. Artillery Place is here. So this is Wellington Street. So Wellington, I believe, is also an area, or Welling is an area in London as well, South East London. Okay. I've seen so many 54s go past. Yeah, but I think I'm missing one or two coming through since we started the journey from Blackheath. And if it says straight towards Woolwich Town Centre, left is Circular, South Circular and Docklands, Woolwich Ferry, and right towards South Circular and Lucian and Ilton. So all those areas are all key areas from here. Docklands is in between East London and South East London, like Isle of Dogs, Stratford, Canary Wharf. Those areas are very close to the river. Same with Woolwich, Greenwich, Surrey Quays, Wharf and Hythe, all those areas. I don't see the bottom on this side, but I think we just keep going straight still. I feel like it's a straight road. There's a big junction here. Just keep following this round until we're in the shopping area, basically, or nearby it. I meant to leave out about 20 minutes earlier. Never. Yeah, excuse if my filming is not too good right now. I thought that car was going to run me over for a second. But yeah, now 53. I could have actually crossed. I walked a bit quicker, but I saw the run was actually on. It had been 6 minutes since we arrived at our last stop. I believe our next stop is just literally right in front of us. You see that way, it's getting a bit dark. This way it looks a bit lighter still. There's not really many cars going in, so I could actually cross. I think it sometimes look like on the one you're over because the light stops suddenly and the cars are speeding. Without stopping. Right. I kind of recognise here. This is Reddington Street still. The bus stop, as you can see, is right in front of us. I think that's the second or third 54 we've seen. But I've seen so many come back the other way, but none come this way. I bet they all come all at once on this side of the road. But yeah, the bus stop's right in front of us. We've got about just over 2 minutes to make it. We might make it there, not in the 2 minutes time frame before we have to stop and restart again. But I think we have made it, to be honest. And it also helped me to know that I'm still going the correct way. I think before we stop and restart, I'm gonna check the time, see what the time is now. Let's see. Time right now is this is the Woolwich Centre, so as you can see the buses here go towards Plumstead Station or Plumstead Common. So yeah, carrying on from where we're at, when we get to like the main area you turn right. So I believe that's also part of the Woolwich Centre. Remember these bunch of officers here. Woolwich is known as Little Nigeria because there's a high Nigerian population in Woolwich. I think it's one of the few places, and I think there's 5 in South London that have where white British people are the minority. I believe Woolwich is one of the places. Peckham's another one I know. I would assume Brixton, but apparently Brixton's not. So I'm not sure. So we're just gonna keep going straight until we reach the end of this road. So it's just a bit of a habit of me looking both ways than looking one way, but I guess it's always good because some people don't always follow the rules and stuff, so just better to be cautious or safe than sorry. It's been a long walk so far. We've got a few stops left on this journey until we finish. I reckon it'll take about 3.5 hours to see if I was right, because it should be at least 180 minutes to complete the whole journey from start to finish. But a lot of these walking routes I'm going to have to do over 2 days, because a lot of the time it takes longer, like my battery runs out or sometimes storage space is clearing and stuff, so that's why I have to do it over 2 days. But yeah, we're basically in the Woolwich town centre basically right now, and there's a lot going on. Like, you've got your little shopping areas around there and that. We're going to be turning right down there. That's the next place we're going to be turning. Got a Wimpy's again. I haven't seen Wimpy's for a long time. It's alright. Yeah, so Wimpy's, I've not seen that for a long time, but I saw it somewhere else we went through earlier as well, on another day. Of course, cross here, but I'm just going to be safe anyway. So I think we have 4 more stops to walk to reach the other side. So as you can see, they've got the Christmas lights up at Woolwich, and they've also got a Christmas tree. A lot of buses go towards like Bexleyheath, Lewisham, and some go quite far towards like Eltham and Crystal Palace, and I think Welling as well. But a lot of them come from Plumstead to go in this direction. I'm not sure if there's Wonderland, but there's like a shopping centre down there and a shopping area, which is the main hub. No, I'm just going to cross because okay, we made it to, I think, the 54 stops at this stop. I'm not sure if it's X1 or on this side here. So yeah, I see it's very busy. People doing all their Christmas shopping and that. And then they've got the Christmas market. I don't know what that building is there, but you see it's quite populated. This stop, I'm gonna kind of walk past it because lots of people always getting on off buses. I might film it from the other side, maybe. But you can see here, this is Woolwich Arsenal station. So what we're gonna do when we get to here, we're gonna turn left and then right again. Woolwich Arsenal station, I believe it's down there. So turn right. I think there's bus stops here as well, but no, some do and some don't. But yeah, it's a very busy area around here. So we're gonna be turning right when we get to the station. Buses are packed up in traffic. Funny thing is, even though you can barely hear my voice with the microphone, you can hear a bit more clearly. Or when I edit it as well, you can turn the volume up so that it's more clear. Yeah, we're gonna be turning down that road there. I just see the sky's looking blue now. It didn't look like that before. Before it looked quite grey. So yeah, we're gonna cross here, and there I believe is Woolwich Arsenal station. This here is apparently a health centre. So yeah, here's the Woolwich station, Woolwich Arsenal station. So the 54th next stop is on this road here. So yeah, as you can see right at the top there. I didn't get a clear image of that, so let me. So, yeah, so that's Woolwich Arsenal station. And then I think we have 2 or 3 stops left after this. So after this, I think there's 2 or 3 more stops to walk, and then we've completed our challenge. This stop here is also the Woolwich Arsenal Station, Vincent Road. As it's getting dark now. It's visible on camera as well, but it's getting dark. So yeah, we've got 3 more stops to walk, and we completed our charity fundraising challenge. So it's taken a long time. It's taken a long time. That guy accidentally got in his way. I didn't mean to. To complete the challenge, I reckon 3.5 hours is the complete time. I think I already said that, so I'm running out of things to say. Down there, I know another bus comes from down there, got taken it. I think it's 51 or something comes out from around there, I'm not sure. I think the next stop is Burridge Road, if I'm remembering correctly. And after Burridge Road, I think there's one more stop after that. But here's a bit of a long road to get down. And the bus doesn't come up here on the way back. The bus kind of just comes around where we just came from. The bus kind of, we're going to turn left again. So the bus turns left, walks around, bus turns left, comes around there, and I think the first stop's up there, or on that road there. It comes from up there on the way back. So it doesn't go down this road on the way back. I'm not sure if this road is one way or a 2-way road, but I'm not sure. But I know the bus doesn't come from here. Come down here, I mean. When it goes towards Elmers End. So you can see part of the train station from here as well. It's a long train station. I believe, I don't know if it's this one or the other train station, but one of them serves the Elizabeth line. Or maybe both of them do, I don't know. But yeah, Woolwich has, I don't know how many train stations it has, but I know there's Woolwich Arsenal Station, which is the one we went past. There's Woolwich Station, I think there's 1 or 2 more, I'm not too sure. Within the Woolwich area at least, or close to it. At least it's not pitch black like last time, it's just evening time. I didn't check the time, but I checked. The next stop, I think we have one more stop to walk after this. My legs are killing me. Yesterday my feet were killing me, this time my knees, like, it was more my thighs than my knees, but like by the knees, my thighs are killing me from doing these long walks. So you see how dark it's got in like a period of like 10 minutes from here to there. I don't know if it's because there's less light in here, that's why it feels like it's a lot darker. Yeah, but this road feels longer than the walk, 10-minute walk we've almost done. I think it's just one long straight road. When you have little bends and curves, it feels like it goes a lot quicker. So we're turning left again at the end of this road. I believe the next left is our second to last stop. You can hear me panting, come out of breath. So walk away from Blackheath to here. And we're turning on to, I believe it's Burridge Road. No, it's Vincent Road still. I believe the next road we get onto the main part is Burridge Road. I'm not too sure if it's Burridge Road or not, but I think it stops by past the zebra crossing, and that's the second to last stop. So the train station's just there. And then the stop is further down. We'll be there within the next minute or so to the next stop on this road. And we're turning left again after the next stop. I believe the cars are coming out of Woolwich car park, the Woolwich Arsenal Station car park, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, this road here is called Spray Street. Yeah, I can see the next stop in front of us. We've almost made it. It's the second to last one. The challenge complete after this one. So we're going to do this one and we've got one more to do and then we've completed our entire challenge. Sometimes sorts like this is differently from how they're listed in real life. Like we experienced that when we went past Queen's Gardens, which is Russell State formerly Civic Centre. But here, we're at Burridge Road. There's more steps left, stop left I mean. And it's towards Charlton or Queen Elizabeth Hospital. That's another 54 that's gone past us from here. We'll turn left at the end of the traffic lights. I think this has helped me to know where the last stop actually is. So, that tree branch gone tall. This trees need cutting, for real. So yeah, we're going to turn left here. And then we've completed our journey from Elmers to Woolwich. This is going to be one of the longest journeys so far within the Beckenham area. Like obviously we're not in Beckenham, but starting from the Beckenham area to here. So there's Forest Road. And then yeah, it's last stop right in front of us. So when we get to where you see it there, that's where it terminates. And I think the first stop is further ahead. So these two stops are a short walk from each other. So it's just a normal high street basically. It's the main area. As you see, this here is the last stop, Plumstead Road, Forest Road. So it says a lighting point and stand for the Route 54. Drivers must switch off engines without belt on the stand. So we made it. I think the first stop is further down on this road ahead. And it kind of goes like a U-turn on itself. So we see this bus stop in front of us. I believe one of those stops there is this first stop. But I know a lot of the time, because a lot of buses come down here, there's two bus stops with the same name close by. So I'm not sure if this is one of those. We're about to find out. After coming on here, I'm going to get something to eat. Because I still haven't had lunch yet. I didn't check the time either, because I keep forgetting. But I reckon, considering the sky's gone a bit dark, I reckon it's about 4 o'clock roughly, maybe 4:30 or 4:15. Not too sure. So I didn't realise 177 goes this far. I recognise all these buses, but this isn't the one we need. I believe it's the next stop. Got a public market up there as well. I just got away with people boarding the bus. Yeah, so here is the first stop when coming the other side, so that's Woolwich station.